I just exposed myself for wearing sandals. Fuck, Twiz. Why'd you move the camera to me when my feet were exposed?
What happened? You had your big toe up on here?
Damn, everybody's seen my Air Moses's.
There we go.
It's all
Y'all
good,
can hear me?
man.
All right, we go.
Yes, sir.
Masters and None. What episode we at?
Episode 144.
Episode 144. Justin, my man Berto here, and today we have a very special guest.
Very special guest in the house.
Very special guest, Mr. Oscar. Let's go ahead and let us know what's going on, man. Where you from and with the Little Coconut LLC. Talk to the people, man.
Oh, man, I'm from Bayshore, Brentwood, Long Island. You know, we're doing our thing. Little Coconut LLC. We're doing Puerto Rican style, Caribbean catering. Thank you guys for repping the shirts. My guy Twiz with the hat over there.
Bing, bing.
Yeah, you know.
So,
Yeah, man.
Family shows me a lot of love. We donate money also to proceeds with cancer. Purple ribbon on every logo.
That's it.
in memory of my mom.
Love it.
Rest in peace. But, you know,
Rest in peace.
we keep going.
Yeah, man.
Now, if you guys follow us on Instagram, you'll definitely see that we've reposted this stuff around the holidays. I tell everybody, if you're going to your mother's house and you're showing up with that weird coquito that your Ecuadorian neighbor made, you're not doing yourself a favor. You're not doing your family a favor. My grandmother always made coquito in the house. And while I don't drink much alcohol, I think the last alcohol I drank was your coquito. I 1000%, when I taste it, it brings me back to like when I was younger. Like my grandmother, like me opening up my hand and my grandmother just like dribbling some in the center of my hand and be like, and she'd be like, what's that taste like? And I'm like, fucking tastes like it works.
That's the goods, man. That's the goods. We're glad to have you on, man. We appreciate you coming by. We got Twiz over here behind the boards.
Yeah, something like that.
Twiz, say what's up to the people, man.
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
So this is one of the most vital members of this organization
That's
right
it.
here. Without Twiz, it don't work.
I'm all right.
Yeah,
I'll be
man.
chilling.
And everybody that's in the chat, say what's up to the chat, man. Anything we need to catch up on the chat, man?
Yeah, nah, man. Just shout out to Jose. Shout out to Ramiro. What's good, baby? We see y'all out there, man. Welcome to Masters and None podcast, episode 144, featuring at Little Coconut _. Well, excuse me, Little _ Coconut _ LLC, aka Oscar Rodriguez. Best coquito on the island, you heard?
Facts. Bring
And
up
I
the
put
lower
money
third,
on it.
Twiz.
And I put the money on it. Hold on.
Yeah, Twiz.
Boom,
Twiz
right here.
on that for a minute.
And we'll have that info down in the description under the video. And if you guys, watch this video version, if you can't, we have the audio version on all podcast platforms. So, and now I'm gonna cut the intro short.
All right.
I'm gonna cut the intro short and get
Good.
to the man here. So, first thing I want to know is what is the main product, the main go-to if somebody wants to go and order from Little Coconut LLC? What do you typically everybody's knocking the doors down for?
Oh man, all year round, it's definitely the empanadas all year round. Common question is, do I make coquito all year round? Yeah, I make it all year round. On request. So if you ask, we set it up. But yeah, empanadas all year round. Coquito is big. Let's say from Halloween all the way to Valentine's. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's big, and I always thank you guys for all your support because, of
course,
say you put it on the show, Twiz,
Of course,
all over social media, telling them I dare someone to challenge Os Coquito. So
Yeah,
Listen,
man.
That's a fact,
I
though.
put money up on my man.
That's-
Listen, let me
that's a
hold on.
fact.
Let me show them how serious I am.
yo,
I
Twiz.
put money up on my man. Against anybody's coquito. You feel me?
your Twiz and your Mama Brooks, she show love all the way from Arizona.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
no, New Mexico, Albuquerque.
Albuquerque,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and then Ramiro's family down in Texas, they always show love. I mean,
Yeah, man.
we had Coquito, we all know Ray Figs. Thanks to Ray Figs, we had Coquito go to Canada.
Shout out to Ray
Look at
Figs.
that.
Yeah, shout out to
so
Figs.
Ray,
Bro, you know how they say that expression, the proof is in the pudding?
Yeah.
The proof is in the coquito. You guys have to try it for yourself. It's very self-explanatory. It's similar to like eating like a Ferrero Rocher for the first time. It's like, oh, this is real fucking good. That's why the wrappers are gold. You know what I'm saying? Like these are delicious chocolates.
So-
it's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
telling me I should wrap a gold bottle.
No, but if you did a Ferrero Rocher flavor, that might hit. I don't know. But you do have a lot of flavors. I had you send me some flavors for the segment that we're going to do later on, which I definitely encourage you guys to stick around for the segment. Me and the crew worked decently hard on the segment today, so we would love for you guys to check it out and enjoy it. Can I read the flavors out? Do you know them off the top of your head? You want to shout them out, or
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. So I'll go for it. I mean, I know we got the original flavor.
Yep.
Cherry, peppermint is the Brooks family favorite.
Yes, sir.
Peppermint is bomb. I drank that live on the show.
So you killed that whole bottle with right here.
Body in that
Yo,
thing.
the peppermint wasn't. I thought it was gonna be like overwhelming, like peppery, like
Yeah.
pepperminty, but it wasn't.
No,
it
it
was
was
good.
perfect.
It wasn't like eating like candy. It was just like it was like a creamy, like it was difficult to describe, but it wasn't overwhelming at all.
That might be my favorite. I gotta say, bro. Like that, I had a few of them, and I love that one. The ones I tried, man, it was extra Christmas, bro.
Yeah, that's what
it was.
That's
It
the
was
best description.
It was
Christmas.
extra Christmas, bro. It was a little extra,
Yeah, Christmas in the bottle. I get
extra
that a lot.
spirit in there. You know what I mean? Go ahead, bro.
Let's see. We did peppermint. We got the Henny. I might have not put. Let's see. Piña colada. We did that. That one's Pumpkin.
Oh,
Cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream.
Now, what's your perspective on like the flavor coquitos versus like original? When you were growing up, did you have like different flavor coquitos?
Always the original.
same here. Yeah,
Same here.
Original. But I figured so I'll tell you a story, and some people, my lady loves this story especially. So growing up, you know, that was something mom always made me do for Christmas. It was get out the house and go sell coquitos. So common stop was the barber shop and where all the fellas hung out, wherever it was. But bro, I hated leaving with the liquor bottle full of coquito. I felt like so if you had a bottle of Absolute, you filled it with coquito. You show up at the barber shop. I felt like that was some bootleg looking stuff.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then,
Yeah.
you know, moms back in the day was like, go bring back the bottles. Tell them you need the bottles back. Like,
Yeah.
Yo, that's
I'm
my
gonna
mom
recycle-
too.
Yo,
Like,
bro,
bring
I
the
was just
bottle
gonna
back.
say this. My grandmother did it the same exact way, and
Bring
she
back
sold
the bottle.
pateles too.
Oh my
So, and the pateles would be they like, yo, if they don't want the grocery bag, like if they take it out, then you bring back the grocery bag too.
Yo,
Yeah.
And so mom always, and I always as a young dude, I felt embarrassed. Like, dude, let me get that bottle back. Just remember every time that sense of like, no. So I always wanted to step it up. And I did the mason jars. The mason jars were all right, but I felt that they spilled a lot. Sloppy spilling, loss of product, hard to get a real good count on what you're putting in. Then I was able to just step it up, you know, get a good presentation, a good label, good bottle. People think it's actually factory bottled. No, I do everything at home. I create my own recipe. So from there, I said, okay, we got the bottling, we got the flavors. You know, step it up, make it all about our presentation. We were blessed this past year. We're doing the St. James food market, where
Nice.
it's a bunch of small businesses. We did sell a lot more than what we thought. So, I mean, I'm hoping this year just helps bring in something new. So that's my goal, you know, just keep stepping it up, maybe make it a more solid presentation to maybe getting more involved into it, like make it bigger.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting that you said that you had that notion from so long ago, because I think that that's one of the things that's going to take these kind of things and you know, companies like yourself into the mainstream, right? I think that for us, it's normal to go to somebody's house and pick up a bottle of coquito that is a Bacardi silver bottle, or it's a Georgie handle or something.
Or the Corritos wine bottle.
Yeah. Like it for me, I'm not offended by that, right? It doesn't, if I see it, I'm like, yeah, this is that fire. Like, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
But I think like in order to get onto that mainstream platform and to reach the masses, to make it, you know, something that anybody can grab, we need to like remove ourselves from those from like those old habits and kind of put us into a more like Justin knows I love uniformity. I do.
Yeah.
I do this. Say, you know, I like it. So I think it's interesting that you had that idea from so long ago, and I think it's great that you did it now. I think the presentation on the bottle is great. I love the logo. I don't know who did your logo, but I think
My
it's
guy
great.
Marvin, I hope he's watching, but if not, I'm gonna send him the link.
Yeah. Nah, it's it. I love it too, man. I love the whole concept because being somebody that's as Puerto Rican as me, I'm, you know, 100% the same, you know what I mean? And just it's such a cultural staple to have coquito. And there's so many people that, you know, it's hard to do it right. And now you do it right with extra stuff that we didn't grow up with, which changes it entirely. And you keep the spirit of the coquito, which is like that's my favorite part about it. You know what I mean? I love that. You keep like the DNA of the coquito, you just add a little bit. It doesn't take anything away, it just adds to it. Love that.
Yeah. Do you find that a lot of the older clientele is more drawn towards the original flavor?
Nah, I mean, what I get is I think they approach us with that mentality, that old school mentality, like, oh, si tiene sabores, no hay coquito.
Yeah.
That's what they tell you. But then when the old heads try something that they might consider, my own father, for example, nah, it's not the same. He tried the Henny.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty good.
No,
He was a
calienta,
believer.
este calienta.
Yeah. See, that's the thing is it's
Dame
like it's
otro.
not for everyone.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
each one there's so many different flavors, and there's got to be something. You'll find your flavor.
Yeah, no, and believe it or not, this year one of the big surprises. And I work on these things. So no disrespect to anybody. A lot of people have asked me, "Yo, can I get the recipe?" And I don't share it because of a couple of factors. First off, it's the hard work I put into it. It's not something that I just overnight just took some quick, mixed it up, and it's done. I mean, so people know, and Ramiro knows, he's been down with me in the lab, and my cousin Tito, I think he was on, Jose, DJ Chiquitin. You know, we all tried a bunch of things, and we kept putting things in and just trying it. You know, this is not good. And then when I make them by such a batch. I'm throwing out bottles if it's whack. You know, so it took time. It's not something like I just read off of YouTube or so on YouTube or read off of Google. It's something that I worked hard on, you know.
It's curated.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You you went through what me and Justin were familiar with this, the growing pains.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. Yeah.
Damn, we are right, Twiz.
The Twiz knows it.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact, man.
Two episodes we had a nasty ring in our ear. We didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yep.
We didn't change any equipment. It was just a ring that came out of nowhere. And it's like, that's the name
Figured
of
it
the
out.
game. Like, you gotta, and that's why everybody doesn't do it. That's why everybody can't do it.
Yep.
There's plenty of people that might be trying to do what you're doing, right? But there's not many people where people come back to buy bottles, where people come the year after. Because I'm telling you right now, if you sold my mother some bad pateles or some bad coquito, next year you can't get another shot, because you only get one shot at this.
Patele ciego.
And especially
Sin carne, right?
Latinos. I mean, I just think that our culture in general, if you sell us something, we're not going to tell you it sucked. We just never coming back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a fact.
So
Yeah,
if
that's
you
true.
don't impress at day one, you're done, bro.
Nah, that's a fact. Can I say something?
Yeah,
man.
yeah, of
Yo,
course,
keeping
bro.
it in
What's
a
up?
buck, man. Listen, I never even liked Coquito to begin with, bro. Nah, never.
See, enter the newer flavors.
Yo,
You
bro.
brought in the audience.
Yo, bro, I never
love it.
I never liked Coquito, but it was just something about and he was like, yo, like it when I had the peppermint, which is why his Coquito is a staple in my house. We get it every year, many bottles.
Yes, many bottles.
For a fact. And even all my peoples I put on too, they all the same thing. Yo, does you make Coquito? Can I get Coquito? Can I get Coquito? Stuff like that. But this the attention to detail, how you curate it and how you craft it, I think that's what also makes it special, because you really put, like they say, when somebody cooks or they make stuff, you could taste the love. Like you really put love behind it, and that's what matters the most. And I think people got to remember that there was a lot of time, like you said, put into it, but you can really feel the love. So I gotta say that.
That love is that home taste that tastes like the house. There's a big, when you walk into a bodega and you get rice and beans, it don't taste like you got it at your house. But when you go somewhere, you taste rice and beans and it tastes like home. Like that's what love is. For me, that's the way I equate it. Like,
Yeah.
damn, this tastes like it's supposed to taste like this.
That's the soul that's in the food. That's the nostalgia. That's the comfort of the food. It takes you somewhere.
That's a fact.
And when you keep that spirit of that coquito that takes you to decorating the tree at Abuelita's house, something like that. That's what it's about, bro.
Yeah.
And real quick, before we go further, I just want to say straight out, would you call like Ragu and ask him for the recipe? That's crazy. You're gonna call Coca-Cola like, yo, I'm just trying to see what's up with what's up in the soda.
Maybe I
how
could-
you make the soda?
Yeah.
Like, we don't do that. That's the man's business. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. But go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna transition. So if you got something to say, you could say it now. But I was gonna transition.
Go ahead.
Because I want to talk about. I know obviously you said the coquito is the biggest thing, but they are other
I
stuff.
think he said empanadas were the biggest, right?
Empanadas.
Empanadas were the
empanadas.
biggest.
Yeah, you're right.
Empanadas.
Yo, don't sleep on that chicharrón de pollo. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true. This a good.
Are they? This is a thing for me, right? Because this, Latin America is so big, right? That there's. I wrote something on a piece of paper over there, and I wrote empanadas versus pateles. Like which one?
Or pastelillos.
Pastelillos, right?
Pateles no son. Yeah, patelillos. And I'm like, which one is it?
Yeah, so
Like, are they, because it's like you're making patelillos, right? Because is it a flour tortilla?
So when we talk to fellow Latinos, we're gonna say, you know, especially Puerto Ricans, you insult them if you say empanada.
Yeah.
My mom says empanadilla.
You say
That's what my mom
empanadilla,
says.
pastelillo.
Empanadilla.
Pastelillo was the way my mother used
Yeah,
to say it.
pastelillo.
Twiz, you should ask the people in the audience, take a vote.
Yeah, is
Yeah,
it, is
yeah,
it
yeah.
pastelillo? Empanada? What's the one you said?
Empanadilla.
Empanadilla.
Empanadillo.
That's what my
Empanadilla.
mom says. Empanadilla.
Yo,
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
real quick, shout out to everybody in the chat. Josh just checked in the chat. Josh, what's up, Poppy?
Yo, what up,
See you.
Josh?
Jose still here. K Murph just jumped in. He said, "Yo, that Henny is a sleeper."
Yeah,
He
yeah.
said, ask,
Yo, but Kev-
he said, "Ask about the smoked lobster tails." Is that an off menu? That's an off menu
That's
secret.
Oh.
off menu topic, but yeah, Kev slept on it when he had it. He said it just melt like butter, and yeah, that was something we did that worked, and yeah, Kevin was on point. But my favorite response when Kevin cursed me out. And my mom said, "Who is this?" Because he cursed me out. He said, "You're an evil motherfucker." I hope I can do this on live. That's all. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good, bro.
You're an evil
Yo, we're past the
motherfucker.
first 5 minutes. You can say
Yeah.
whatever you
You do
want
whatever
now.
you-
Yo, you an evil motherfucker. This tastes like gingerbread cookies with that Henny. He said. He said.
Yo.
Mom was like, "Who is this?" I was
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta take it easy. You gotta take it easy on that. It tastes good, but that's the thing about I love like ice cream and things like that. So for me, like pause the creamy drinks.
Yeah.
I like that shit.
Yeah, you like horchata and shit like
I love
that.
horchata.
You like
Yeah.
horchata?
Horchata,
Yeah.
yeah.
No way.
You don't like that dirty rice water? That shit's
Nah,
delicious.
bro.
You
Yeah.
bugging.
You ever have horchata beer?
Nah, no horchata.
There's beers that are
Boy.
horchata flavored. There's a couple different kinds. Bomb. I'll put you on. I'll tell you. I forget. I think it was Sam Adams that did it. Was it Sam Adams? Yeah, it was good. But yeah, if you're gonna get Roberto to drink, it's gonna be like a coquito, something like that.
It would need
He's
to be.
not, he's not a fan of beer. He's not a fan of like mixed drinks unless it's like a real special occasion, So that's a way like coquito I like because coquito he'll have a couple sips on the
Yeah,
podcast.
because it's delicious.
You guys, like I said, Ray was sitting in the same seat with y'all, and I think y'all killed 3 bottles. or 2
Yeah,
bottles
yeah, we really had
live.
something like that,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
wait, what? Like, no.
I think I knocked a camera off the table.
You
Didn't I?
did,
You remember?
yeah.
I said, yo, they're doing this on live.
There was like 5 cameras at the end of the podcast. There was just one running.
That's a
If
bit-
you guys haven't already checked out our episode with Ray Figs, go check it out. It was a banger. Ray came through with the coquito.
Yeah,
and
man.
It was whew. So talk to us about other traditional Puerto Rican dishes. You're obviously, I know you're making arroz con gandules. I know you're making pernil.
Yeah.
What else what else is requested or do you even put out there for the people to say, hey, listen, you should try this. This is something that we do and that's delicious.
You do relleno de papa?
You know what? Like everything else, I like to perfect it.
Okay.
I haven't touched that and the alcapurrias, but I will say, if you guys following the Little Coconut online, check out Melinda's kitchen. I believe that's what it is. She's here, Central Islip local. She does the alcapurrias, and I vouch by them. That's
Yeah.
where I buy them, so I don't even try to make them.
Yeah.
You know,
I got you.
I like them that much.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Leave
All
it
right,
alone.
yeah. Let it be what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's certain things that I think as a cook, first of all, mad respect to any chef that stays standing for that long. When I cater a party or when I'm cooking, and that's just for one day, one Saturday, and my sons step in, Josh, Joel, when they're with me, they say, Dad, let's go. We got this. And we've barbecued. We did barbecues for 120, 130 people a couple
Wow.
times.
lot of
I
people.
did my first in-home chef kitchen. Thank you to Fanny and Fernando. They made that happen. Even when it was hard, that was a Mother's Day in-house chef. where
Okay.
We did mofongo with lobster, shrimp, skirt steak. We did a lot. Chicharrón de pollo, a bunch of empanadas.
I love chicharrón de pollo.
Yeah, you can't talk about that around me, man.
I
I'm
love
waiting.
that shit.
Yeah. Twist is over there.
Nah,
Twist is
man,
like,
I'm on back order right now. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
he really is. And that's my fault, Twist, because you did hit me a couple months back. He said, yo, get me a tray. When you can make me a tray, don't worry, I need a tray.
That's a fact. For myself.
Yeah.
I'm not sharing that. I'm not sharing that, bro.
I'll
Word.
meal prep that out. I'll separate it into
Bust that
Tupperwares
down.
and freeze them. You know what I'm
Bust
saying?
it
I'm
down
not even
and
playing. Yeah, but I'm sorry. I cut you guys off. You asked him about other dishes, and I jumped to
It's-
relleno de papa right away. My bad.
It's tough because, like, you really, as a person that likes to cook, and Kevin pointed out the lobster tails, I like to try just different thing. The one thing I did was I took pork belly, seasoned it, like we do in PR, and I rolled it up and stuffed it with mofongo. That's probably one of my like favorite things that I make. But as me and you were talking when I walked in, I'm older now, so all that grasa is not good for you, bro.
Yeah,
so,
no,
I
listen,
feel it for a week.
Yeah.
I want to tell you about something that you just reminded me of when I was not too little of a kid, but when I was younger. When it was a Thanksgiving at my mother's house one year, and they're making turkey, they're making pernil. And my dad, for whatever reason, normally we stuff our turkeys. I don't know what you guys stuff your turkeys with, but
My mom never stuffed it.
Twiz, what do
She made 'em
what do you
separate.
stuff your turkey with?
Stuff a turkey.
Okay, you don't
People
stuff
still
turkeys
eat. Yeah,
either?
nah, we don't. No. They used to back in the day. They used to stuff with the stuffing, but we don't even eat turkey in my house no more, bro. It's 2023.
My grandmother stuffed a turkey with mango.
Ooh, you serious?
Swear to God, my whole life that's how they've been doing
Get
that. I thought
outta
that
here.
shit was normal
Is that,
growing
is,
up.
that, is that an invite for Thanksgiving?
Bro,
Yeah, right?
Yo, my grandmother stuffs a turkey with mango.
How dare you
the
reveal this to
people
the
who don't-
world?
so the people
on
who
live,
don't
and
know-
we ain't never had it.
Mango is a plantain dish that's like
dare you.
Cutting the show right
it's
now.
like boiled and mashed up with seasoning. My grandmother stuffs the turkey with mango. One year, my dad felt like he didn't want to stuff the turkey with mango, right? So he got but the lechon before we made it, and he put it inside the turkey, and he called it pavo chong.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I never heard of it.
Pavo
We didn't
chong.
think it was gonna come off good, but bro, when I tell you that was the juiciest turkey I've ever had,
I bet.
it was delicious. He put
You
my
crazy?
dad, for the people at home, some context. My dad put a pork shoulder inside of a turkey.
Yo, bro. Yo, that must have been the most delicious thing in the world, bro. Are you crazy?
It was so good.
Get out of the way, Bell. Get out of the way, Bobby. It's a pavo chong.
Yeah, yeah. He did it, and then he named it after. He was like, yeah. When it came out, my mother was pissed when he was doing it.
Yeah.
But then when it came out and everybody was loving it, he was like, "Yep, that's the pavo chong."
Did they act like my mom's work? Eso no va a cocinar bien.
Yeah, that's exactly what they said. Yeah, but it just goes to show that you do gotta try things, right? And you gotta
Think outside the box.
think outside the box.
That's the kind of inventiveness that makes things advance. And that's
Yeah.
when, most great ideas were a piggyback off of a good idea. You know what I'm saying? That's just most, even inventions, they're modifications of things oftentimes that already exist. It's not something from scratch. It's an improvement.
Yeah.
That's the move.
Quick question for the people who don't live in New York and they want to order something. Would you ship out things like empanadas, empanadas frozen, ship them out? I know you do. You ship out the coquito. What about if people want things like food? Obviously, things like rice might not. I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I've been wanting to work on. It's tough because, with anything else, like I don't want to sell something online, it show up damaged, and then pretty much you be out of money, and then I feel bad and feel like I have to reimburse you. So now I'm out of money. So it's a risk right now, I think, on both parties. And so if somebody asks for it, I mean, yes, I can make it happen, but I mean, it'll be a lot more expensive than what anybody's probably willing to pay.
Yeah.
So if we freeze it, I would prefer to do it overnight, but I'm sure nobody's going to want to pay $20, $30 just for overnight when the product itself is maybe $20, $20, $25. So it really depends on what is out there. I mean, I do use an outsource for shipping where it is. I do get a discount, but even that still can be pricey. So, I mean,
It's possible.
yes.
But it's difficult, so it's going to cost you.
Matter of fact, Twiz was with me packing dry ice in a couple of boxes a couple of times.
Yeah.
So he knows what it
Don't
is.
even tell the people about that. All right.
Nah, man.
Twisby raw dog and dry ice. He's grabbing them with bare hands. He said, "This shit is warm."
Listen, I wear many
This is
hats.
ice?
I'm a man of many talents. All right. I package shit. I cook shit. I pod with my boys. What's going on, man?
When I first met Twiz, he told me he did the drop offs and the pickups. I didn't know that you guys were working together.
Yeah. So it's out, Twiz.
Yeah, right?
That's how we got to run with it now.
Yeah,
That's it. I'm a delivery boy.
That's so funny. I want to get to our segment, but before we get to our segment, you brought us some gifts that I'm not gonna lie. You know, I've been wanting to see what's in this bag.
I've been wanting to see too.
Since before they even got here.
Give these guys mad credit because they were like, should we open it live? Should we wait? And they just went straight into the show. They stopped talking about it because the anticipation was real.
Yeah.
Well, we also, I don't know if you probably don't know this, but me and Justin have to intentionally not talk to each other about certain things because we want our interaction here to be as natural as possible.
Yeah.
So when Justin got here, before you guys, we weren't live yet, so you guys didn't hear it. But Justin looks at me, he goes, "What do you got written down?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't write down anything." so like everything you guys see is 100% natural. We bring in our topics, which we'll get into some topics today, some current events. But we bring in our topics and then bring them up here. And then if I've heard about it and I'm knowledgeable about it, then we'll talk about it. If not, I'll make fun of it, so on and so forth. I'm gonna make fun of it no matter what. I don't say. So I think that curates the most natural interaction.
It's a candid conversation. It's just like if there's a topic that really interests us and we start talking about it, we're like, stop, save it for the pod. Yeah. And we won't talk about it anymore because, you want that genuine reaction of the first time, that you're discussing a topic. That's like, at least that's what we think.
You were saying something before we started. I don't remember what it was, but I remember stop talking to you because I was like, oh, I'm going to ask him about this. I looked away. I was like, I can't. I was like, I don't want to ignore him, but I don't remember what it is now.
No, I don't remember.
No, we're never going to remember. It's the sins of my childhood I'm paying for. That's why I don't remember things.
It'll be me on the way home to remember it.
Yeah, but I'm going to open these up. So, Justin, you take one and I'll take one, or we're going to open them at the same time? How's this going to work? Justin, you tell me because I've been waiting for a long time. I want to do this right.
I'm going to grab the one that's closer to me.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'll do the count.
So you go ahead. Do yours first.
Okay. These aren't individual, like this bag is yours.
There's enough for all the
There's enough for everybody.
Oh, I was
right
mad that Twiz had a hat and I didn't. I was mad.
Oh, you got the snapback? Well, guess what?
Bro.
Show it to we're gonna pull things out one by one. Show it to the camera.
We'll show it to the camera. Switch to this camera, to Berto's camera, Twiz, please.
Got you.
Bang.
Wait, back it up a little bit. There you go.
This right here. Is it overexposed as hell? Is it blown out?
No. It's just bright. Yeah, bring it back.
Good.
Bring it back.
It's good. So this right here is the little Coconut LLC hat. Damn, this is fire. And it's like a trucker hat with the netting. It's, you know what? There we go.
There you go.
That's a quality hat.
Wow, bro. And they're different colors. So it's
What do you
three
got?
different
Black,
colors. There's
blue. Ooh, that gray.
There's a black, a navy, and a gray. Damn, we might have to grapple for who gets what color. I want the gray one, I think. Damn, I like the gray.
The gray one's hard and the black one's hard too.
I don't get to pick. I'm going to put it away now. Everybody mind your business. You don't get to see what it looks like.
One of us, we got to display one of those. So somebody's not going home with one of those. That's interesting.
Must be me because only me and Twiz are. We're the only ones going.
Nah, I mean, I'm technically, if you see.
You're already at home.
All right, next I already looked. Yeah, Twiz has a hat.
Yeah, I got a hat.
Thank you,
Actually,
bro.
I got
Appreciate
multiple
you,
hats. If you ask, I got multiple hats.
Yeah, he does.
I got one for the whole family.
Well, don't worry, guys, because it's not just one style of hats. We got the bucket
Not
hats too.
the bucket.
Back, bro. Stop
Yo, bro.
playing with me right now.
Bucket low like
Stop
it though.
fucking
Yo,
playing
bro,
with me
I'm about to
right
throw the
now.
bucket on and be pulling up to the pool parties.
Fucking Navy SEAL.
Bro, are you kidding me, bro?
Yo.
Damn, that navy one is hard, bro.
Nah, that's just
Do I
funny.
look like LL Cool J? I've never felt like that before.
I was going to
But
say
if I lick my
EPMD,
lips,
but
Yo, oh my God, LL.
oh my god,
Oh my God, it's
Twiz,
LL.
pull to his camera right here.
Yeah, I got you.
oh god.
Bang.
Oh, wait. There you go.
I gotta get in front of Justin's face.
There
Boom.
we go.
Give me the other hat too. This kid,
snapbacks?
the color profile on this camera just it picks up a little bit.
Yo,
It
bro.
picks up
So
a little
close
bit
to the
better.
light.
I'm pulling up to all the pool parties like Joe, it's a little coconut.
Oh my God, look at that navy.
Yo, you guys gotta hit up get yourselves hooked up. Order some coquito because although it's a seasonal drink, I think
Nah,
that
coquito's good
you
any time
deserve
of
to
year.
celebrate all year long.
That's a
Yeah.
fact.
Why not? Why not?
Maybe do like Twiz and leave
Do the other
peppermint
one.
for Christmas.
Yo, bro.
That way it's Christmas.
Twiz, you want to do the last one? There's an additional gift in here. That's a different.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
gift
sure.
than
Why
these
not?
Yeah,
gifts.
Hold on,
Twiz
let me
gonna
grab
open it
hold
up. Oh, those hats are so dope.
Yo, I'm not
bro.
even gonna front. I kind of always wanted one of these.
Yeah.
Like I never had a bucket hat.
All right, let me see. I'm about to
And those
switch
are
it over. Y'all ready?
I feel like Noriega.
And that's embroidery. If you can't tell, that's embroidered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's quality.
Yeah.
The snapback is too.
Nah, that's
Beautiful.
OD quality. Y'all ready?
Yeah, man.
Let me switch it up. Boom.
Yeah, switch it so
Y'all
we can
me?
see.
Now you see me?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
I'm stop. Ooh. Yeah, my man, she trying to get everybody right for the winner. You heard?
Yeah,
Look,
you know, showing some love.
Oh, got some
outside.
beanie
Whoever
hats.
gets the black snapback can't have the
Yeah,
black.
you can't get all black everything.
Yeah,
Look,
okay.
now you see the joint? Got the black. Hold up. Got the green. Now, I mean, I might have to do the green. I might have
The
to
green
flex
is
on you. I
kinda
might have
fire.
to, yeah, I might have to do it different. Hold on. What's the last one? The gray. Ooh. Nah, that gray got Berto's name on it.
The gray is fire. Yo, I'm not even gonna hold
In
you.
my
I feel
opinion.
fly as fucking.
Oh, and look. And the keychains. What's up?
Oh, there's another thing in there.
Yeah, and there's
through some
keychains in there,
keys,
baby.
man.
Look.
Like guys.
Dude,
the
your
2-for-1.
branding
Oh,
is
with the-
on
Yo, stop playing.
point.
Stop playing with him.
Do you have a manufacturer to ship out? I mean, to shout out? Is there somebody we should shout out? And I can't even. You know what? Because his hat, I can hear myself. So I'm like, is my mic on?
Nah, you good.
I'm like screaming because I can't hear anything. He's a noise canceling too. Yo, Konya.
Yo, I love it. You switch it up now. It's like da 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 da.
Yeah.
Hey.
Da, da, da,
You didn't even know I was on Gilligan's Island, huh?
Yo, I had to show love because you guys, from day one, like I said, Ray brought y'all some bottles, showed me love since day one. I got a lot of customers, a lot of followers from that. So thank you.
Yeah, of course, man. Listen, man. We always
plugging me.
always, bro. Always, man.
Listen,
Listen,
man. We love you over here
you
at
know,
the
it's
Masters
all
of None
love, man.
podcast.
It's all love, man. And if we could give you a platform to let you share your product, man, that's what we're here for, man.
That's what it's all about, man.
And it's a goddamn good product, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate
You
that.
know what I'm saying? Everything is good. I mean, Jesus, man. Embroidery
Dude,
on the bucket
even
hat,
go,
bro.
you even go hard on the apparel too.
Yeah, man.
Because I know me and Justin have been looking.
Bro,
into
we've looked
getting
into these things, so we understand.
This is
People
quality.
People don't understand that.
Nah,
Like if you're not
bro.
doing what we do to like make your brand or get your logo like solidified out there, like you really not
Yeah.
understanding
Yeah.
what we go through to make that.
Yeah.
I
That's
just seen what you talked about with the curating the way you do your bottles,
Yeah.
and making sure it looks like a professional, like proper bottle. I can see that you did the same process with this, because you could have did this different.
Yeah, a whole lot.
You could have cut this down,
Yeah.
and I could tell you didn't cut any corners.
Yeah, I love it.
I always feel like something is going to be a representation of you. It's the same way that when you conduct yourself out there, like that, you're going to represent your product too. So no matter where I go, if I act like an asshole, dickhead, well, Little Coconut's a dickhead, so they're not going to respect it. If you put something out, hat is not going to be like the 100% your best work. It's going to reflect you. People are going to look back at that, and they say that
Sure.
shitty thing, like, come on.
Yeah,
But
you
I
got to
hear
put
you,
out a
man.
quality product, and it's funny that you mentioned putting out a quality product because, and earlier I know Kevin mentioned, or you mentioned that Kevin had told you that he was taken by surprise from your coquito, and me, Justin, and Swizz have curated videos of individuals that we believe might have ingested your coquito prior to these videos being recorded.
And if not your coquito, somebody's.
Yeah. And so we're going to do a segment. And we want to play a game. We're going to show you these videos. We'll react to them, banter. And then we want you to tell us. It's like, you're not supposed to read that part, Roberto. And we want you to tell us what flavor of coquito do you believe these individuals were drinking?
What got him to this point?
Then we got some current events and we got the things going on. We're moving.
Yeah.
We're moving right along.
Yeah,
We're
man.
moving right along. All right. So Twizz is gonna help us out. Twizz is on the boards. He's gonna hook us up.
Yeah.
I don't think I actually explained to you how to do this,
Nah, you didn't, but it's all right. We're gonna freestyle it.
but the videos are on the second page of
Gotcha.
the controller.
Copy.
But you
Oh.
got to go to video 2 first.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So vid 2. Right.
Yeah.
One with a hat full.
So we
Video
can
2.
partition. Yep.
Yep.
And then it's all 4?
Yep.
I bet. Or 5.
So we'll
rather.
start with the first video. Bring the USB up so the volume.
Yep, got you.
No.
All right, ready?
All right.
Okay.
Let's see it.
With it.
Let you back in. You want to try one more time?
Okay,
ready?
can you see?
Yeah.
1, 2, 4, 7.
He don't look ready. He was hanging with Kevin and the Henny.
That's the Henny.
Is that the Henny flavor?
Yeah, he wasn't ready.
I'm sorry.
He off the Henron.
Score under
For real.
right now.
Bring us back to the main real quick.
Hold
Twizz.
on.
You want to try one more time?
The guy's talking on the radio. He said you have to blow under an 11.
Under a 9.
Under a 9.
God.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Why
Listen,
they
listen,
did it?
listen.
8, 9. Oh, still, you gotta score underneath the 9.
Guy said 11 on the radio. He said 11. So what is that? Oh, man.
So he pre-gamed at his house with some little coconut coquito. O suspects it might be the Hennessy flavor. Evidence is pointed towards the Hennessy flavor. I agree.
Yo, Twiz, is Kevin still there?
Yeah, Kev is there. Shout out to Teresita.
Okay.
She said, "Hey, cousin Oscar."
Oh yeah, that's what's up. What's up, Jersey?
Yo, Romero says, "Nah, that's eggnog."
Somebody spiked the eggnog at Mama's house.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's hilarious.
All right. So go ahead, Swizz. We'll start with the next one.
Video two.
I wish I could preface some of them. I'm gonna write this down for the future so I could preface some of them. But the truth is that I don't know which one I put on video 2. So
That's
we're just
incredible.
gonna see it.
Yeah,
This one goes down and then
I mira.
oh.
Yo, he just faced.
Oh!
The somersault. Oh, the slow motion.
Look at him. He's the fastest, slowest man alive. And look, the cops are walking.
He still can't catch him.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, he didn't peel on. Don't tell me he peeled on him. Did he peel on him?
Nah.
It doesn't go any further.
Nah,
but look
he
at
didn't
this.
get away.
Oh,
Yo, come on, bro.
I want you to take a good look at him. He's moving slower, but he's still seemingly athletic.
Yo, what the fuck?
All right.
he's stuck in the mud.
Yo, I don't know. Yo, ask Ramiro what he had.
Romero wrote in the chat. He said, "That's banana."
We didn't even list banana. Yo, that's fast.
Yeah, this is
Bro, that's the banana. It's gotta be.
yeah, it's either
gotta be.
banana. I was gonna say it could be banana or cherry.
I think he was on the podcast with Ray. I think he might have been on the episode.
He was behind the
Yo,
scenes.
shout out to Figs. He just jumped in the chat. My boy he said, yo, that's me after 2 peppermints. That's what I was gonna say.
That
Damn.
that is a fixed fave too.
All
Bro,
right,
that's funny, Ray. I just said that, bro.
Swizz, let's see what we got.
Hilarious.
What's the next one we got?
Got you. Next up, number 3.
What else we got?
Bingo. Bingo. Dirt.
Uh-oh.
Rip, dude.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
if he gets up, that
Se
was the
llevó la
original.
vela.
That's the OG. He got up and walked away.
Yo, what?
That's the original.
First of all, that's like a 6-foot platform. Why is there a fence there?
And that's a PVC
And
fence,
the
ain't it?
PVC, like, what are you stopping?
Bro. The guy recording.
Where
it.
did he go? Is this guy
record-
alive?
I thought, yeah, look.
Oh my God.
Please tell me you're okay while they're laughing.
I gotta look at the flavors again so I can determine what this guy.
Barf in the dirt. Bingo.
Oh.
Barf in the dirt.
Bingo. Dirt.
What he told
Let it
him.
rip, dude.
What the?
Let it rip,
Let it
dude.
rip, dude.
Let it rip, dude. This is the pumpkin. If there's no this is undoubtedly the pumpkin. They may have altered this with spice.
Oh my God.
This is definitely undoubtedly pumpkin. And then
Oh my God.
You know, now that you say that, the pumpkin, for some reason, when it sits, it makes the alcohol a lot stronger. I could see
You
that.
see
being
that?
Really?
Pumpkin. Yeah.
Look at that.
it ferments. I don't know. And
Oh
then we
my
got
God.
one last one. I think you'll all enjoy this one.
Let's go.
This is how confident you get after a glass.
Oh, I'll tell you what, he's gonna need the Henny after that.
No, he definitely has a Henny because he's warm out there. My man got a
for
fleece
real.
on.
Oh my God.
He's out there. It's cold. He's on ice. And he did.
Down.
Look at that. He ain't going to PGA Tour.
No.
Anytime soon.
No.
Oh.
Right through. So what do we think, boys? You bring us back to the man. What do we think? What's this gentleman?
I know he needs to get back to shore and have some Henny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Your Twiz, what do you think he drank?
I'm siding with Romero. He's on fire tonight, man. He said that's the pistachio, baby.
That's the pistachio.
Oh, pistachio's
Yeah.
gotta be.
Yeah. I was gonna say chocolate, but you're probably right.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's not pistachio. He ain't got. There was no chocolate in that swing. Pause. there's no. That was pistachio all the way.
Pistachio all day had to be.
That's a fact.
Yo, my man that went down the stairs.
Yeah.
I'm still
Dude,
trying to figure out the PVC. Like, what's
He broke that dude's whole fence. That's somebody's dad's house.
That dude's
you
laughing.
know?
I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, that's $800.
Yeah.
Everybody's laughing. I'm like, that just cost that guy a stack.
That's how you know.
That guy's dad's gonna be pissed in the morning. You kidding me? Thank you to everybody who participated in the chat. We really appreciate you guys. If you guys, real quick, shameless plug. If you're rocking with us tonight, hold on. That's what I've been cocking it the wrong
Yeah,
way.
your other left.
Yeah.
Your other left. Papi.
Thank you, everybody, rocking
that.
with us so far tonight. If you're still with us right now, give us a thumbs up. When you hit the thumbs up button on our channel, there's a very special animation. You got to click it to find out. We'll continue.
Yeah. And it also helps the algorithm. And if you want to support you want to support us, the more times, the more people that thumbs up the video, the more people will see the video, and it helps everybody out. And it's
Yeah.
free.
Yeah,
It's like a circle.
Yeah.
definitely check the guys out on the regular. I mean, I'm usually working, doing a lot of stuff, but if I have downtime, I definitely click back into the old episodes, and they crack me up. I mean, this is definitely current events at its best, and we talk about everything here. Well, they do. I mean, I might chime in once in a while, and Twiz always gives me the alert. We on, we live. Appreciate it always, but yeah, you guys got to check this out more than often.
Appreciate it, man.
And we do got some current events, and we talked about some of them beforehand. We still got some time. Don't worry, guys. We're not going anywhere. We're reminding everybody to thumbs up. We got a little more of show left.
Wait 1 second. Let me address everybody in the chat, because everybody's thumbs up in the chat. And shout out to Cloudy. Cloudy just hit the chat too. Cloudy, I definitely did hit you up this week. I texted you to hit me back.
Our
But
guy.
For everybody, thumbs up on the actual video itself, on the live stream itself. If you back out of the chat, there's right underneath Masters of None where it shows the amount of subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please
There's a
subscribe.
thumbs up button there.
There's a thumbs up and a thumbs down. Please don't thumbs down us. Please thumbs up us, and then you'll see the special thumbs up.
Yeah, while we don't want you to thumbs down, if you're not going to thumb up, we'll take it down.
Thumbs
you know?
down. We're gonna come looking for you. That's what we're gonna do.
we're gonna hit you with that pumpkin.
You don't want to fuck with a man with this kind of a bucket hat on, all right?
Yeah, you don't want to. You don't
Nori
want
used
you don't
to
want
wear
none of that
this
smoke.
when he used to commit robberies. Right?
Facts.
I feel dangerous in this hat.
Oh my god.
I wanted to touch on some of the I know you're huge on like current events in Puerto Rico and helping out Puerto Rico. Not just helping out, but bringing awareness
Yeah.
to some of the things that are happening in Puerto Rico. Is there anything that's currently going on right now that you wanted to, that you thought we should talk about?
I mean, there's a lot of things that continue to transpire there. The biggest thing is of course it's almost anywhere. Politics is being the biggest. The gangs, the drugs, the crime. That's going to continue to go higher and higher. I mean, a few years, Hurricane Maria, kind of set up everything to bring to light. So Hurricane Maria, left Puerto Rico almost stranded, let's say. And they are resilient people, and I got to see that firsthand. And those that don't know, I was stuck then for Hurricane Maria for a month to help out my mom, take care of my grandma who passed away. And some say, because of Maria, because there was no way to get her to a hospital for care because everything was down. So, rest in peace, Grandma. But,
R.I.P.
she, there's a lot of stuff that came to light, and I got to see it. Here we take for granted somewhat, if we get hit with a storm, we're out of power for what? 12 hours, if a couple hours.
12 hours is a long time. If somebody's out of power for 12 hours over here, it's like the world is crumbling beneath them.
Yep.
So
But they don't understand that in other parts of the world, it's not like that. I grew up going to Dominican Republic every summer, going to Puerto Rico, every other summer, and not as much. And when I was in DR, bro, dude, the light would go out all the time. We had more time without light, and it wasn't anything weird. It would just be like, oh, lights went out. Yeah. We go do something else. And when these islands get hit by these devastating storms, and people are out of power for weeks on end, months on end.
Yeah. And you got to think about other things. When there's no power, the first thing I think about is food preservation. Yep. Stuff like that, that people don't think about. Medications that need to be refrigerated, things like that. That's big. There's a lot of insulins that need to be refrigerated. And Lord knows diabetes attacks our people. You know what I'm saying? Like that, these are the things, the little things that you kind of take for granted that really impact everyday life.
Basic infrastructure, the ability, our streets' ability to weather the storms that we put it through. You know, you look at places like Texas, it gets a little cold and the streets are slick. You know, Puerto Rico gets hit by a storm and the streets crumble. It's not, you know, where the level, the cost is significantly higher in a lot of these countries in the Caribbean, because it's you know, while we are talking about Puerto Rico, you know, I'm sure Cuba, Jamaica, the Dominican Republic, Haiti, they're all like, you know, when they get struck with storms, they have, you know, similar outcomes.
Yeah, they do. So the power outages here, we're spoiled to be out for a couple of hours. You know, Hurricane Maria, mom and dad were out for 3 months. It took them till New Year's to get
3 months, no power. God, you know what that is? No sábado gigante. 3 months.
Yeah, for 3 months.
3 months is
bro.
crazy, bro.
And then most parts of the island were out for like 10, 11 months. So, yeah, and I think longer, but I'm only just saying 10 months because I know that's a long time itself. But, you know, like 10 months. So, and you said it in plain, and, you know, me and Twiz, we're not going to, you know, big up our job, but me and Twiz, we work for the utility company. So we know what it is to work under that environment. But, yeah, the infrastructures itself are just destroyed there. They're old. They're older than most people alive today.
Yeah.
And those dinosaurs, they do nothing to change it. So, I mean, the politicians that receive the money to fix the infrastructure actually pocket it. They don't take it and put it to where it's supposed to be. So then when, you know, a storm like this comes through and just demolishes it, it's almost impossible because you didn't maintain the upgrades that you were supposed to.
It was patched up before the storm came.
Exactly. Patched up, a Band-Aid.
It was patched up, and now, you know, this storm didn't create these opportunities for people to fix these things. This money was here. You know, the political corruption cripples so many countries.
Yeah.
And it's I use this word a lot. I use this word often when I can't find another like adjective. I use the word interesting. It doesn't mean to me that it's like good or bad. It just means that I can't find the appropriate adjective. But it's so interesting to me when you look at these countries, right, that are in turmoil. You have like you know, there's places that are in even worse than Puerto Rico. Yeah. You know, you look at places in Central America, some of the places in South America, and that are like just plagued with corruption. And it's like, wow, like there are people who are in control that are willing to sacrifice their people for money. Isn't it? Because that's kind of what it comes down to, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what happens when you get a certain amount of power, and I think a lot of people get into politics for the right reasons, but I think everybody's susceptible to that corruption factor. It's happening in our country. It's happening in America. It's, you know, it happens all over the world. I mean, history repeats itself.
Yeah.
You know, you get elected. Yeah, I'm going to, you know, fix everything. And then you get up there and you're like, wait, I can make how much money doing what?
Yeah.
And nobody's watching what I'm doing. Like, you know, eventually the bug bites most people, man, unfortunately.
In hindsight, though, I mean, that's just temporary. That second or that day or whatever it could be, that little moment of greed that got you to feel that burst of joy for however long it was, that's temporary because somebody's going to live that pain. And, if, you know, let's say they do get to enjoy it for a couple of years, your family still got to pay for, somebody always going to pay that back.
Yeah.
Somebody does.
Yeah, some way.
Somehow, some way, somebody pays that back.
You're right.
There's a story that's recently made its rounds through social media and, you know, media in general about the 4 Americans kidnapped in Mexico. Have you seen that?
I did see that.
Yeah. That shit was terrifying.
I just hope that also that brings to light our own government, because if you think about it, I think they were going down there for the lady to have some kind of medical procedure because the cost was so much less in Mexico versus what it is here.
Yeah.
We're talking thousands of dollars that she was looking to preserve just for a couple hundred down there. Now, they were mistaken, I think the story said, for a rival gang.
Yeah, so real quick, so for some context, these are 4 individuals from North Carolina that traveled South Carolina.
Yep.
You okay? Because this was originally Justin's story, so I wanted to give him the opportunity.
No, go for it. Whatever.
But 4 individuals that traveled from South Carolina for moral support for a mother of 6 that was going to Mexico for a surgical procedure. Who people are alleging that it might have been like a cosmetic procedure, but you know, there's nothing.
A procedure nonetheless.
Procedure
Whatever the reason is, no reason for what happened to them to happen.
Yeah, I did want to illustrate that before somebody says some slick shit in the fucking chat. Now, we don't give a fuck what you think.
Double down.
Yeah. No, but they were traveling through Mexico, and some intelligence agencies are speculating that that the cartel confused them for like you said, like a rival gang. I think
Or like Haitian drug
Like
runners
Haitian
or
drug
something.
runners.
Haitian
Something
drug
like that. Haitian smugglers or something. Because Ramiro even said in the chat, he said it. He was like, yeah, Haitian runners or something.
Yeah, I didn't
'Cause
want to throw
I
in
read
Haitians,
that too.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Well, wherever they're from, where they
Nah.
thought they were from outside of the country, bringing something there.
yeah, and they actually,
Allegedly.
they actually they brought home. Well, they found all four kidnappees, or unfortunately, two of them were killed. One of them was injured, and one of them is in good condition. And there's also, in the whole process, there was a Mexican citizen that was killed too,
Yeah.
which I didn't know about that until today either.
Yeah, that's crazy. I saw some of the video. Did you watch some of the video? That was terrifying, man. It wasn't a video. It looked like somebody filming from an upstairs like apartment or something like that. They're filming down to the street. And it's after, because apparently they opened fire on the vehicle when they entered the area, right? That's what I read. So they opened fire on them because of the mistaken identity of whoever they thought that they were. And after that, the video starts. So it's them like dragging them and abducting them, grabbing the woman, forcing her into the flatbed of the pickup, taking the other people, putting them in the flatbed. And it's just terrifying that these are guys, they got vests on, they have they look like ARs or something like that. They had ARs, I don't know what kind of guns, M16s, whatever, and just putting them into the back of his truck. And I'm just thinking to myself, damn, how real did it get right there? Yeah, they dragged them. They looked like they were dead already. At least one or two of them. They kind of grabbed them arms and legs and like threw them in the back of the pickup.
It's probably
Terrible.
a fear that you could not imagine, being dragged into a back of a pickup truck and not speaking the language
In another country.
In
dude.
another country. At the very least, I know when they're whispering to each other about who's going to have me first, I know what's happening. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
When you're in the back of a pickup truck in another country and you don't speak the language and they just finished bucking off on your car, I couldn't imagine.
No, that it's got to be terrifying. I mean, I've been to other countries, and I got stopped by the military in Costa Rica. They stopped us. I rented a car and I was driving, and they were military, but they were like in fatigues, or I don't think they have a military. They were like police, like military police, because they weren't. I don't even think they have a military.
Nah, those guys were definitely just like those.
The guy had a big ass AR-15.
Yeah, he was a militiaman.
whatever he was.
Yeah, he said that
and he
was a military-
stopped me driving.
He's a cartel.
He stopped me. He stopped me in the road. I was driving. He just got out in the street and he stopped me.
Yeah.
And he just looked in the car and then he just waved us to go. And I was like, that shit was terrifying. And he looked like he was in some kind of uniform, and that was still terrifying.
Yeah.
So I couldn't imagine some guys roll up and everybody's vest looks different. Everybody's dressed different, but they got the same guns as a cop that's in uniform. And they're dragging my friends into the back of a pickup. Like,
Yeah.
God, I can't imagine that.
There is a
God damn.
I was actually just recently watching a Vice video about people who smuggle gasoline from Venezuela
Oh yeah, that's
into
right.
other countries.
I seen that.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and I'm aware of this level of like that there's this level of corruption, right? I've been to third world countries. I've watched like people pay off cops. Like I'm not like completely blind to this, right? But it's very interesting, like when you see them do it on these shows, and I think it's eye opening for people. Like these guys have hundreds of gallons of gasoline
Yep.
in like Corollas,
I didn't
like
know that was a thing.
because it's from they're taking it and they're bringing it in without tax.
So I guess any restricted product or substance can end up being smuggled, I guess, right?
Yeah, because
people
you-
smuggle gold. People, wow. So
Yeah, it happens also in the UK too. When people like, I'll give you a perfect example: bringing in cigarettes and from Virginia and selling them in New York. You're smuggling cigarettes because you didn't pay the New York tax on those cigarettes, and now you're selling them here, and you're still not paying taxes on that. So it's like, yeah, you're allowed to have gas here, but you got to pay us first before you get it, and then you got to pay us when you get it. And when we give you the money, you got to pay us some, and then when you spend the money, you got to pay us some more. So it's like one of those things. It's like yeah, you're allowed to have gas, but you just got to get it from us, which is some gangster shit, right? When you think about it.
That's wild.
The government's super gangster. But anyways, in this documentary or this short film, these guys are traveling through like these back roads and they get stopped by the military. And they just got money in their hands. And as they're passing by, they just hand out the money. Give them the money. They're giving them like $13 US and just humming through the checkpoints.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Going hard with hundreds of gallons of gas in the back of these like Isuzu rodeos.
No
They're
way.
gutted out.
And they're driving all
98
fast and shit.
Bro, and they're all in line together.
They're all time bombs.
Bro, it's like
They're
the
all
South
time
American
bombs.
Italian job, except they're all in piece of shit cars.
Yeah.
They're in like you remember the 90s
the
90s
Venezuelan
Corolla?
job.
Yeah,
Is that the name of the movie? The name of the
Venezuelan job.
documentary?
Remember back in the day they had that the wagon Corolla.
Yes.
They had like that, except it was jacked up. They put
Dude,
like
that was
Jeep-
like 1 year they made that.
yeah,
thing.
they
It was like
got
98 or
they got
something like
that one on Jeep Springs, and some big tires, and they're just cutting through the chicanes. He's like, "Yo, we can't go down this route. Like, I can't keep paying off cops. I'm not gonna make enough money." And then we're gonna go down another route, and they're cutting across fucking rivers and shit.
Yep.
In front wheel drive, like Japanese commuter cars.
Yo,
Front wheel drive
Yo,
Japanese
Front wheel drive. They got a mask on because you know the Vice specials. They always got the mask on.
Oh yeah, dude.
I'm like, yo, they've been,
voice changer.
yeah, they've been
He's
doing
like-
this
he's
so
like, it's
long.
not me.
They've been doing that stupid shit so long. I'm sure the FBI is like, nope, we've already figured that out.
All we do is just
Yeah.
pitch you guys up 10 semitones.
Yeah.
And you're right back to your normal voice. Gotcha.
It's like, and we only need your eye scout on. You should have just wore glasses.
I didn't even know this was a thing with gas.
It's a huge. It's not just in places in South America. It's very big in the UK as well.
Wow.
Damn. I could imagine. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, they smuggle people, they smuggle drugs, people smuggle gold, people smuggle vegetation, like, you know, exotic pets.
Yeah, you
I'm
never
sure
brought
they
out
smuggle
there
gas,
from
too.
fucking back home. You never.
Yo,
They
but
right?
I brought gandules once.
Be
and
careful
they
what you're
got
about to say.
snatched.
Oh, all
They
right.
snatched
They took it?
Yeah.
Damn.
They took it.
I said we're live. We can't edit this.
All right, but you're already caught.
Yeah.
But they took it. It was frozen, bro. And the guy cut it open. He said, "All right, you can take it back." I said, "Take it back, bro. You just ruined the whole."
Yeah, bro. There's a lot of times you can't bring in certain stuff. Sometimes you can't bring in fruits because the fruit have like
Invasive
bugs and
insects and
invasive
shit.
insects inside
Yeah, yeah.
them. Sometimes you can't bring over like dairy products and meat, so on and so forth. I was 1,000% immersed in this customs show where people would get stopped at the airport and customs would come and they would look through their shit. So I'm also very well versed on like
God.
people smuggling things through airports.
Those things make me so anxious, though.
Yeah.
Like watching that, I'm like, I get so anxious for these people. Like, imagine you're just in the line, you're like, doo 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 doo. You know, you got some shit on you, and then all of a sudden, some guy comes over and he's like, "Excuse me, oh." And you're like, "What? How do you know my name?" And he's like, "Come with us in this room where no one can see what we're doing to you."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh
You
shit!"
walk in there, there's just a bunch of bottles of coquito and shit. Of your own coquito. They're like, we've been doing our research. Nothing will make you feel like you have explosive in your pocket, like standing on lines at customs, and they got
Yeah.
the dog about to walk past you. You're like, fuck,
Yeah, anxiety.
is that
Yeah.
fucking Claymore in my
Bro,
pocket?
Bro, I get terrified. Like, it's like some dog, I have nothing. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck's he sniffing for, bro? You ain't got no C4. You ain't got no plastique or
Yeah.
whatever you have.
For whatever reason, that still, it makes me nervous. bro.
Terrifying, dude. It's so funny, man.
My last vacation, they
And plus, I want to pet him.
Yeah, my last vacation, they fucking swabbed me down, leaving the country.
But you went to Europe, didn't you?
Yeah, I was in Italy, and
Leaving Europe?
leaving. They swabbed me
I
down.
thought you were trying to smuggle
I
some
was
ravioli
well,
or
we have
something.
better drugs than you guys. Trust me, I don't need to bring any of your terrible drugs to the United States. Honey, I live in New York. Do you see where my plane is going? Our drugs are fine. Okay, I don't have to bring any of this mediocre shit.
It's been
back home.
decriminalized.
No, but yeah, they and like I said, I was obsessed with this show at one point. So like while they were doing it, I was like, I was telling my girl everything that was going on. I was like, oh, they think I got drugs on me. I was like, yeah, dude. They what they do is they have like this cloth, right? And they rub the cloth on you and they put it in a machine, and the machine tells you if you've been in contact with drugs. What they do is like they'll do like the bottom of your feet because you'll sweat. So if you've ingested drugs, it'll come out of like your pores, I guess. If there's a scientist that wants to correct me, feel free. And they'll do that. They'll take your credit cards out of your wallet and wipe your credit cards to see if you were fucking
Touching them and stuff. Oh,
They
like
take your-
cutting up stuff?
Yeah, your
Oh.
keys, your cell, like your stuff, the inside of your bag, and they rub it with this fabric, and then they put the fabric in the machine, and they just and it'll tell you if you do have drugs, like what the drugs were that
you
you've been in
went through all
contact
that?
with. Yeah, went through everything. I did it twice. They got me.
You were like, damn, this is so cool because I know I'm good, but I've seen this so many times on TV.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, 100%.
Where do they get this cloth? Do they open it out of like a sterile package,
It
or
comes-
they just
they
pulling
open
some
it.
shit out? I'd be like, bro, that's your own cloth.
Nah, they bust it. It's like you're getting it's like you're getting the flu shot. You know, they bust you brand new one. You about to get tattooed, they bust the plastic open.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Break the seal.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and then they rub you down. And I was like, this is weird because I'm the darkest
Wipe
one
me
in this
down.
room, but I'm not offended. Keep going. It's like,
You know what I find hilarious when they rub your groin with the back of the hand. You
Yeah,
ever see that?
yeah.
They pat you down and they rub the back of their hand. I forget who was explaining it. It was hilarious, and then I saw it
Mm-hmm.
with my own eyes. I was like, "What the hell is that?" First of all, you ain't feeling nothing. This is just uncomfortable for both of us.
yeah. I'd give him a little pelvic thrust.
Give him a little something.
Why
Yeah.
do I really believe that? though?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, that's 100% fact.
I want you to know what's going on here. I want you to be confident when you let me through that there's nothing suspicious
Yeah,
here.
you like to put a little
surprising
pressure.
maybe, but suspicious no.
I can see Berto already. Oh, so y'all want to play?
Yeah. Oh, come on in. No. I prefer to take all of my clothes off, please. Bring me in the back room. Bring me in the back room. I don't want to fuck around here. We're gonna do this once.
I got a plane to catch.
Yeah, we're gonna do this one time and one time only.
One time and one time only for free.
Yeah. Yeah, that's from my dad, bro. My dad used to. I've been lucky enough to travel a lot, and for whatever reason, like I've been stopped a few times. My mother, like, my dad used to always joke about my mom, like they're gonna stop her when we were coming in from Puerto Rico. We would go to Puerto Rico a lot. My parents had like property there, so we would always be in and out of Puerto Rico, in and out of Dominican Republic. And when we're leaving Puerto Rico, my dad would always joke with my mom, "Like, careful, they're going to stop you," because you know that a lot of people come from Dominican Republic, from Haiti, from other countries. They're going to Puerto Rico and they come into the States that way.
Yeah.
And my dad used to always joke with my mom, but it's like they every once in a while they did stop us, you know. And
Yeah.
it's like it's just the name of the game. I don't care if I get stopped at the airport. That shit don't bother me.
Yeah.
And by the way, for the people still watching, I love when Berto tells stories about his dad because 99% of the time they are hilarious.
Yeah.
My dad's provided me with endless material. He's still providing me with material. I swear to God. I can go on forever.
Hilarious.
Stories about my dad.
Yo, real quick in the chat, Bubby said, I've been brought to the private room once because I had bomb residue on me.
Who did that?
You know who that is.
I know who that is.
Yeah, bomb residue on him. What is that?
What were you
mean?
doing?
Yeah,
What
what?
were you doing that you had bomb residue on you?
And what exactly constitutes bomb residue?
I want to, speaking about planes, I have a video to show you guys. I know we're approaching the end. I want to play a video. Justin's
Approaching?
going to. Oh, we're past the end.
Oh, yeah, wait.
Listen, you know when we have a guest, we
Yo,
go over
bro,
a little
yeah.
How
bit.
dare you?
yeah,
What's
yeah.
trying to kick you out?
Nah.
No. Listen, I got a bunch. Listen, I could go on for days. Me and O chop it up about a bunch of stuff all the time. We got stuff. Listen. We'll blow your minds.
I'd like for you to blow my mind.
Here we go.
Go ahead, Twiz. Video. Well, give us a preface real quick. This is another, story that's been making its rounds that we found interesting that we wanted to discuss with you guys today. Justin's gonna tell us all about it.
Am I? What's the story?
It's the airplane one. Do you see my segue?
my
Speaking of airplanes,
Speaking of airplanes, so some guy on this flight, what was the airline? Because I don't remember the airline.
I didn't even.
We're not going to blow up the spot of the airline in any case. This
Yeah.
is more so about the behavior, in my opinion, of the other passengers.
yeah. And if they swapped this guy, this wouldn't have came up.
No,
This is
You would've
something that
went to
doesn't
that-
come up on the swab.
that's right.
So
you would've went to
it's
that room?
Yeah, it's not TSA's fault. If they went into the room and something fell out of him, maybe.
Yeah.
They'd be like, why are you so loose? What's going on here?
All right, so the story is the general story. There's a video. It's been put out on a bunch of different social media and a bunch of different news sources. Some guy flying from LA to Boston decide. You saw this video, Twiz?
Now, you want his name, though?
Yeah, you got his name?
Yeah, Francisco Severo Torres.
Wait,
Damn.
is this the right guy? The guy with the beard?
Yeah.
He didn't look like that's
A
his name.
Massachusetts man.
Wow.
He tried to open an airliner's emergency door on a cross-country
Yes.
flight from Los Angeles to Boston. That's him.
Huh?
Damn, one of our
That's a
own.
surprising name. I didn't think he was. Goddamn,
Yeah,
are you
right?
sure that's his goddamn
Oh,
name?
he just took an
Are you
L.
sure it's his name?
Yeah,
You said Rodriguez?
Damn. All right. Anyway,
God damn it.
this gentleman stands up in the airplane. You said he tries to open the exit door on the plane, mind you. You're trying to open the exit door? Have you not seen any movie ever? The plane goes down when you do that.
Yeah, everything gets sucked out.
Yeah. So, and you don't have your seatbelt on. So this guy starts getting all crazy on the plane, starts talking about he's going to take over the plane, starts threatening passengers. And this whole time, people are just video recording this guy while he's standing up. I know this wasn't Delta because they would have been duct taped this fool.
Nah, Delta don't fuck around, bro.
Delta would have duct taped this fool in a second.
Yeah, 100%.
So he just starts threatening everybody, and then he's got this object in his hand, which was later revealed to have been a broken spoon. So he had some kind, and it was metal. So he had some kind of makeshift device in his hand, and he starts to attack a stewardess. He talks shit for multiple minutes. At least in this small clip of the video, which it looked like it didn't catch the beginning.
No, it didn't. We
You
have
know?
the video. We can play it for you guys.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right, Jesus, play the video so I can stop trying to describe this guy that I would have knocked out on that airplane. I knocked this guy out.
Holy shit, we'll be in a video one?
Yeah.
Please.
My God, all of a sudden, yeah, great. So where's the Homeland Security with the gun? Because I'm waiting for them to point the gun at me so I can show everybody that I won't die when I take every bullet in that clip to wherever in my body they shoot it, and then I will kill every man on this plane. So where are they? Where's Homeland Security? Pull the gun.
Hold up. There we go.
Go back. Yeah, go back to that.
There
you
we go.
Pull the gun.
My
Where are
apologies.
You good?
they? You don't have Homeland Security. You're not gonna try and stop me then, huh? So you're all cowards, so to say.
You're all cowards.
Okay.
I would have took all that smoke, bro. You tripping.
You're gonna see them shoot
damn it,
down.
Francisco.
Hey, I'm
Hold on a second.
Are you just hitting video one? That's it. You just hit video.
Hey, Bianca. I love
For some
you.
reason, it's
Nah,
just
still-
going to
yeah,
me.
it's going to
That's
me.
why. Who cares?
They want to see Justin.
Who cares?
Yo, Romero's in the chat. That's a New York flight with the amount of people minding their business.
My father called himself Dracula from the beginning of. Why are you even talking? Shut up, Jason. Just
How does he
shut
know
up.
that guy?
He doesn't. He's nuts.
Yeah, he's been ruining humanity. If you're a human, no, shut up and sit down, please. No, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Where's Homeland Security? There should be Homeland Security.
He's convinced there's a dude with the strap on the plane disguised.
There should be.
There should be, but there obviously isn't.
I don't care. The way the movie's fine. Sit back
Who
down.
knows if his attempt was a suicide, just in
Why are you
general.
scared? Why should
I
you
think
be
he's
scared?
just a quack. You could, I mean,
Well, tell them to bring SWAT to shoot me down because they're gonna have to shoot me down today. Remember that.
Right there, I knock him out.
They're
Yeah,
gonna be
'cause-
diverting us because wherever it is, there's gonna be a bloodbath everywhere. You can run away. You can all run away if you want. If you're men, you can run. I won't kill you. I'm Balthazar.
I'm Balthazar.
Put up your hands and say, don't kill
He said
me.
my father is
Don't
Dracula.
kill me.
You heard that?
I'm Balthazar. As renamed by God Balthazar. Since I'm taking over this plane,
since I'm taking over this plane.
Look at him. I thought he was drawing a fake bow at first.
Yeah, I would have yoked Cuz
Right
up
here,
so
somebody should have
fast.
been yoked this dude.
Yeah, I'd have yoked him up so fast, bro.
Bro, you let him get toward the cockpit before you act?
Yeah, man, I
Tripping,
would've yoked
bro.
him up. The dude in front of him, sitting directly in front of him to the left. Dude had his like AirPods in.
He had the new Apple.
Yo, bro,
headset-
he wasn't
headphones.
paying him no attention, bro.
Why? How did all those guys feel so comfortable with their back towards a man screaming about killing everybody?
No.
Yo, how does nobody just reach over the seat?
Yeah, I would have
And
yoked
now
him.
we're
Yo,
going to sleep. You know what I mean? I'll be like, yo, don't worry about it. We're going exactly where we needed to go. Like, how does anybody? That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
You wait until he physically starts to attack somebody and sprint toward the cockpit. Now you want to start chasing him.
yeah, fuck that.
He was in a restricted space in a seat. You go and you pin that fool against the window.
Yeah, you put
and
your
you
cock in
ask
his
for
pit.
willing participants to join in stomping him out.
Yeah.
You know?
And you lock him in the bathroom.
He did stab one guy.
He got like he looked like because everybody's just standing there like, "Durr," and then he goes up and he just sticks the flight attendant. I don't know if it was I don't know what kind of person it was. I don't know. It was a flight attendant.
There was a human.
It was a flight attending person.
Yeah. How
That's what
dare
it
you,
was.
Justin?
I want to be correct.
That's
Yeah.
a fact. I'd have minked him, and then I'd be like, yo, bring me that little cranberry juice and some pretzels.
Yeah, he does need help, but he ain't getting help on that plane. He gonna get help when we land.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Sometimes you do. I get it that this guy's obviously not mentally stable.
Yeah, but listen,
However,
that's the wrong place to go. A mentally stable or unstable person, they both can inflict the same amount of harm and damage on that plane.
Yeah.
Like, I understand he needs help, but we gonna get you help when we get back down on the ground. Right now, you're not getting no help. You get none but smoke.
yeah.
I'm a smoke.
We didn't learn anything from 9/11. Like a man starts going nuts on a plane, take them
Yeah.
out as fast as you can.
Yeah, you look around at other dudes. You guys make the move. You say,
Yeah,
"Yo, you
eye
start
contact.
connecting. You start connecting participants. You know what I'm saying? You round up some. Right?
You ready?
Yeah.
Right? You'd be like, I'd be like,
Yeah.
you ready? You'd be like, yo, I'm ready. Right away, I'd be like, shh. You know what I'm saying? Right away, start.
Is this guy stealing third? Or is he going in? What's going
You know
on?
what I mean? What are we bunt? Is this bunt? Is this how we?
No, but you're absolutely correct. I think you got to just stop these things like immediately. Just stop him in the track. The second he said his dad was Dracula, somebody should have been choking that foot. The second he said my dad is Dracula, he turned around and said, "Stop talking, Jacob." It's like, wait, are you in on this too? Who the fuck is this guy?
He said nobody's talking. He said Jason. Nobody's talking to you, Jordan.
How does he know him? How does he? But you're right. I learned this from working.
He's just
in
nuts.
I learned this from working in a psychiatric unit. That
Being in, working in.
yeah,
Go ahead.
tomato. That he could very well say that and believe that this person's name is Jason, that this person's Jason. Like I shouldn't say they, but sometimes people just say things, you know.
Yeah, I mean that was probably real to him, but that
100%.
doesn't diminish his ability to inflict harm. So I agree. Like people need to act in that situation. You
I want
can't.
to tell you a story about one day when I worked in said psychiatric unit. I went up to work one day, and I was wearing my uniform. I had a belt on. My belt was like this skull and crossbones belt. There was a patient there that told me that they liked my belt. I can say the story, right?
He's like, let me check, make a clearance first.
So this person says to me, they go, "Oh, I like your belt. That's a very nice belt." And me being the sarcastic guy I am, I said, "Oh, thank you. I made this belt myself." It's not true. I bought it at Zoomies. The next day, I get tasked to work on this unit again. And I go up to this unit, and the elevator opens, and I see this person, and they say to me, "Hey, it's you again. That's not your belt. That's my fucking belt. I made that belt. I made your whole goddamn outfit." This person believed that. It wasn't the fucking truth, because I didn't even make the belt. I bought this, and his uniform was provided to me by the company. But they genuinely believed this. So I believe that it's very possible that that guy thought that the guy behind him was Jason, and maybe that guy has nothing to do with it. He said his dad was Dracula. What did he call himself?
What did he say his name was? Prometheus?
Balthazar.
Who is Balthazar?
Balthazar.
That's
Wasn't Balthazar
is it-
like a wizard or something like that? Hold on, I'm about to find
Balthazar
out right
is a
now.
person, a character.
Balthazar is a wizard.
From where?
I don't know.
From Harry Potter. No, I'm just
Is it?
No.
No.
I thought it was a Pokemon.
No, I'm
That's
just
not a
I'm
Pokemon.
fucking around.
That's not a Pokemon.
It's definitely a bad guy from a Power Rangers.
Oh, Balthazar's a restaurant in New York.
Oh.
He is Balthazar. That place is gonna get some shitty reviews. What is it fucking Yelp? What is it?
Nah,
Look,
Balthazar-
check out the reviews
All right,
on that
so-
place right now. Look at the reviews on that place. I guarantee you, there's some mama on there was like, totally let me like this if you came here because you thought it was the dude from the airplane.
Well, it says here.
Francisco.
yes.
Sick. Yo, it says here that the name Balthazar comes from Hebrew and means God save his life or God will help. The translations of the name from ancient Syrian also read God save the king. It is associated with an Asian origin. So yeah.
Don't get me started on religion.
Yeah, nah, bro. He was on some.
He was just bugging. He does need help. I think that he's mentally unstable, but still, you act all crazy and attack people on a plane, you're gonna get beat up.
Why do we live in this world where people feel like if you have some kind of a condition, then you don't need to pay the same consequences as somebody who's readily like aware of what they're doing? It's like I actually just answered that question myself, because if you don't know what you're doing, maybe you don't deserve the same consequences. No. But it's like, if I do something and I suffer and I get packed out because of it on this airplane, if I get slick and then people beat me up and I end up duct taped to a chair, those are the results of getting crazy on an airplane.
Yeah.
Nobody picked this guy out and decided to do it. Nothing happened to him anyways. But like, if he was beat up, it's like, messed up or not, you brought this on yourself.
No, I mean, I have friends that have been deployed overseas in the military, and they've said like sometimes they'll send, women, children towards you with weapons and stuff. You may not know they have weapons, but they could just open up and start letting off on you. And it's like, then you're stuck in that scenario. You got let's say a teenager pulls a weapon on you, but a bullet from a teenager will do the same amount of damage as a bullet from a 30-year-old, so then you're stuck in that, that really hard situation of making that decision. So
me or them.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's a crazy concept. I mean, up there, the rules are different.
Yeah.
You're in the air and there's a lot of people on here that, you can jeopardize. Like, somebody needs to neutralize that guy somehow.
We'll figure this out later.
100%. Yeah, we'll talk about this after, man.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this after, but no, that was crazy. And the amount of people recording the guy and nobody's doing nothing, bro.
Airplanes are crazy
I
enough.
feel like, Justin, so many people watching. I mean, I first when I watched it,
bro.
I was like, the old man in me just watched him, and I said, okay, I probably would have stayed quiet too before a while. But when he pulled out that little shank, I was like, this is what you, man,
bro.
I would have beat him up for pulling out just that little knife.
That's
like,
a fact.
that was insane. Like,
I'm thinking you need to get him before you find out what weapon he has. When he starts acting crazy and threatening people, and it's like, all right, now you're a threat. Like, I sleep on a plane with headphones on. I can't do that right now because I don't know what you're up to.
Yeah.
So, so again,
I'll tell you
see
one
my
thing.
passengers in 3A and 4C, 3D or whatever and we're about to figure this out.
And if they would have figured that out, he would have needed that fucking spoon, because he would never eat a sandwich. For a very long time, he would not be able to eat a sandwich.
Nah, bro. They be putting that directly in his stomach.
Yo, you know what they need to show? They need to show people
Jeopardy
that-
2.0.
They need to show people that get on the plane that chart, that fuck around and find out chart.
Yep.
Yeah,
They need to
yeah,
show-
yeah.
Yo, listen. When we get on this plane, if somebody acts up, they might fuck around, and you need to know that when they hit this
Yeah.
peak, they got to find out.
Yeah.
Like that's
People getting crazy on planes. It's like the one place it's like, yo, take it easy. I don't even think couples should argue on planes.
Nah, bro, all of us are nervous. None of us want to be up here.
We're in a giant metal bird that
Yeah.
some dude in Wolverines made.
Yeah.
Like,
and there's some guy flying it that I don't know him. I don't know if he's beefing with his wife. I don't know if he had a couple of drinks, a couple of cocktails down in the little lounge where they go with the little suitcase that doesn't fit anything.
Yeah.
They always ride around with that little lunchbox on wheels.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
and the guy working on it looks like me.
yeah.
So I don't know if this thing is
with the
even if
bucket
he's
hat.
good at flying.
with
Bro,
the bucket. That's
I'm telling you.
and the same headphones.
In fact,
Yeah, he got the same headphones on, and you telling me that even if this pilot's good, I gotta make sure that this motherfucker tightened all the bolts?
Yeah.
It's a dangerous game.
no, it's crazy. I'll never forget when there was some issue when I was about to take off when I flew. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
And the dudes came down. I talked about this on the podcast one day, and they were like, "Oh, we're just figuring something out." I'm looking out the window. They're like, "Oh, there's just a problem with the landing gear or something." They were looking at, the dudes that came out of there. That came down. Nobody gave up. Everybody was just swagging like this, messing with their phone, headphones in, and I'm like, these are the guys that about to fix the plane. I was like, you just went and interrupted the cipher for them to come down here and start fixing the plane. I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? And they were just looking. Nobody touched anything. Everybody just looked a lot. And then they were like, okay, we're ready to go. I was like, nobody did anything. I see them. It was crazy, but funny. It sure was
break.
funny. And then everything went well. So then it was funny in hindsight.
They take a union break.
Yeah,
Just
facts.
look at it.
Facts.
Union break is
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
But it was hilarious, though.
God.
It was funny, man.
Don't even get me started.
But what time are we at?
Fucking crazy.
Oh,
it
look
doesn't
at
even
that.
matter. Don't even worry about the time. Fuck the time. Time is a concept.
It's a social construct.
Yeah, exactly.
Money isn't real either. I've been saying this
money's
is not
definitely
real.
not fucking real.
They
Not
just
at
make
this
that
point.
shit up. Back in the day, we just had things to give each other, and they said, hey, give me all those things, and I'll give you this paper, and then you could use those as things.
But
It's
yeah.
like the same thing, except you can't trade things anymore. You'll just use this.
The dollar was once backed by real metals, though.
Not no
real,
more.
No,
Our
nothing
coins
more.
used to be real. Like a penny used to be real copper.
Yeah, who switched us
A
off for the
silver
gold standard?
dollar was silver.
Was it Reagan? I think Reagan is the one that switched us off for the gold
I
standard.
think you might be right. I think that was in the 80s they took away. Because even the dollar had metal strands in it, supposedly, back in the days. And that's all gone.
We've done a lot of interesting. You see, I'm using that word again. Interesting.
Interesting.
We've done a lot of interesting things as like a society as like growing. Like even like when you look at like one of the interesting things that I find from like
Hit Berto
history,
was
right?
Amazing.
Amazing, interesting. Like prohibition, right?
Yes.
Prohibition, like during the 1920s, there was a prohibition on alcohol. They were breaking all the bottles. I think it lasted like 8-9 years. But before the 1930s, it was the prohibition that had ended because people just were bootlegging it. They were finding ways to get it, so on and so forth. But I find it so interesting that they went through this prohibition era, realized, oh, this doesn't work, but there's still a large prohibition on other things, And while I don't think that everything should be legal, it's just interesting that like we know this shit doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like we did it, it didn't work. We went back, but we're still doing it with other things.
Yeah. I wanted to get to what you were saying about the gold standard. I saw this guy. He did this reel on Instagram. So what he was talking about was that he went to the bank. He's got like millions of dollars in the bank. And he goes there to pull out, like, I think he went there to pull out like 80 grand cash. Mm-hmm. And they were like, we don't have it. And he's like, what do you mean? They're like, you need to order it. He's like, what are you talking about? And they're like, we don't have the cash. He's like, my cash is in the bank. He's like, they went through all these different things. He's like, I told him I'll give him a couple of days, whatever. I come back. He's like, it took like 3 weeks. And all they came up with was like 40 grand.
Yeah, they order. So my prior employments were with a financial institution. So they don't ever keep more than a certain amount. And it's not that much, no more in the bank than maybe a few grand. So that way, because everything's done electronically, paper now, checks, nothing's really cash on,
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you come in for an amount like 50, 60, 80,000, chances are they might have just that or about half of it on hand. And then they really do. They order it from the reserves and it gets shipped. So it takes them about 2 days, but 3 weeks is
Yeah.
Yeah,
insane.
they got your money, dude, and they get your money and say, "Oh, give us your money," and then they take it and start making more money with your
Yeah.
money.
But what he was saying was like, dude, he's like, this is a farce because this is all you could give me weeks after what I asked for. He's like, my money
That's
is in
crazy.
here. So he's like, money's not even real. It's digital numbers. They just move around on a screen.
Yep.
He's like, because if I can't get the actual cash value in hand for what I have, like, what have you done with my money?
Yeah.
Like, give me back my money.
I wonder what this guy's doing with that.
You
80
know?
grand he needed in cash. Immediately, I think of prostitutes, right? But it's got to be other things. Because 80 grand.
He's like a baller. He was
Yeah.
probably doing something, you know.
Because like, where are you not bringing your card,
Yeah.
right?
And
Like,
he
where-
was
where
even
can we
like-
get- it's like 2 weeks, bro. I gotta fucking go, bro.
Yeah.
I needed 80 grand.
Yeah.
The boys are waiting.
Yeah. Nah, it was probably for some wild ass Vegas weekend with his homies or something.
Yeah.
But, but to him, like the way he told the story, he's like, this isn't even a lot of money. Like he had the money on the table that they were able to get. Twiz, did you send me this video?
I sure did, and it was actually more than that.
I've done that to Swizz one time, trying to telling him about some shit that he sent me.
Yeah, come on, help me out here.
Nah, it was like 2 million. He wanted like 2 million.
Wait, he wanted $2 million?
Yeah, he wanted like.
Yeah, we fucked that
I
story.
said
up.
no, 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 listen.
and they couldn't give him nothing but
Nah,
80
listen.
bucks.
No, no. No, it's like, yeah, rock. It was a high number. He only wanted a certain amount out of it. He asked for like 2 million, something like that. He went to get the money. They told me I had to wait the X amount of time that they were going to get him right. In the process of them getting him right, he checked, he followed through, he gave them everything they wanted, whatever information they wanted, and like you said, at the end of the time, they only were able to give him like 100 something thousand, maybe 300 something thousand. They weren't able to give him the amount, and that's when he said like this shit is a construct. It's all fake, and it is digital numbers on the screen. And I was saying, once we were taken off of the gold standard, that's why they could print up all the money when during the Shman Shmemi, and they were giving people things and making all these promises and shit like that. People have to understand, this money is is a thing that they put a value on by word. It is not really a tangible item. It's tangible in the fact that it's paper. You can hold it, you could crinkle, you could fold it, you could, whatever you do with it is what you do with it. Put in a stripper's butt crack for all you want to. However,
up,
Hey,
There's a
that's
straw.
how you get pink eye.
the actual value of it, is what the issue is, and that's why you have, again, as we talking about third world countries and things like that, you have all these third world countries that are suffering, but they have other things to add, and that's why as a society things are breaking down and people are really starting to realize, and that's why you have people like us that come on podcasts like these and talk about these things, because people need to be informed and have to have an understanding of how these things really work.
But I want to give some weight to what Berto said, because what started the conversation, he said prohibition started, something in general. So if you think about what Berto started the conversation on, and pretty much what I was talking to my son about this weekend, is here you go with cryptocurrency. Now, everybody knows during the pandemic, crypto was skyrocketing. And now crypto is probably at its lowest. And the reason it's at its lowest, and I usually suggest to people, and I'm not always 100% correct on things, but I do give advice, and it has panned out for people. And I've told people in general, we're headed towards a recession. It's going to get worse. And I would say to invest in bonds, no stocks,
Yep.
and slowly invest into certain crypto, like a cup of coffee money. Because if you lose that $5, you're not upset about it. But the reason being is crypto is at its lowest is because, like prohibition, the government has to step in and can't let you make money on something that they're not regulating. So crypto is not regulated yet. So while the government is stepping in to say, okay, it's going to happen, but we got to make our cut. So crypto eventually is going to blow up because, like we all said, there's no real value behind the dollar. So when it does take off, the government's like, well, we need our cut, like always.
And then the values is they're putting the value on it. Yeah, they gave you $1,500 last year, but they just made that money back in eggs times 6.
Well, for real, bro.
Man,
So guess what? You won last year. You're losing this year. You know what a fucking sirloin cost me fucking a year ago, 2 years ago?
yeah, bro.
Know what it costs now? Costs as much as a fillet.
That's all them Long Islanders with the fireworks during this pandemic money.
Yeah.
Yo, bro. Yo, there's fireworks going on.
Make me wish
for-
I would have got a PPE.
Yo, going on for days,
Maybe
months,
wish I would have
weeks.
I would have hit him with the PPE.
And you know what's sad, because we're on it, and you guys brought me in as a small business representative here. I applied for some of those loans, or attempted to, and it was either closed out. I didn't apply in time because the minute they were released, like, it was just done.
That's fucked up, bro. Because there's plenty of my mouths out there driving Cadillacs that they use. There was a guy in Florida that had a pizza shop. My man said he had like 90 something employees, bro. He sold the pizza shop, moved to like Louisiana, bought a bunch of old like cars. Bought the government. He spent like $900,000 of the government's money on bullshit and thought he was just gonna retire and go on. And now he's in prison. But for every one guy like that, there's 100 guys that did it and didn't get caught.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it probably was just somebody hating on him that he
Yeah.
did.
And there's 1,000 people that are businessmen like yourself that could really have used that to level up, to do whatever, to put their plans into play, but they didn't have that opportunity because they the scammers get it first, or whatever the case may be. Dude, that happens, and that's such a thing, like a long life. We'll look at Twiz always comes in here with beautiful sneakers. Twiz's kick game is we're gonna give him a kick cam.
I'm broke, baby.
Him a kick
but
cam.
You look
mad
at
broke.
when I was a kid. When I was a kid, you used to be able to go get sneakers. You used to be able to go to the store,
Yes,
get the
fact.
sneakers on release day, so on and
a
so
fact.
forth. Bro, now it's crippled by the bots and the people buying it. You look at the Prime drink, the Logan Paul and KSI. I think KSI's out of it now, but you look at the Prime drink, and people are ordering it online, paying significantly more than what it's worth. Why? Because people are buying it wholesale. They're buying a bunch of it, and they're putting it on places like Amazon, marketplaces like that, and you're overpaying for it.
Yep.
Because they're buying it all.
Yeah.
It's supply and demand. The same thing happened with the eggs.
Eggs thing is a fucking farce. That shit's a fugazi.
No, it is, exactly. No, but
They
that's the
just
same
they
thing.
just said, they were just like, hey, guess what? Eggs are more expensive. They're like, what's going on? The chickens are dying. Maybe.
You gotta do me a favor. What's it? You gotta post the picture with the chicken and a gold chain because the eggs were going so high.
Yo,
Yeah.
crazy.
You already know.
Yo, that's a fact, man. But they were
Why
marking
are
it
they
up.
more expensive everywhere?
They're frosted out.
Yeah, they're marking it up.
Plug. I saw a picture, a little meme in the chicken with the Gucci purse and everything.
Yeah.
Eggs are so high that chickens are
Chickens are
plug.
hitting a lick. Why aren't they more expensive everywhere?
Chicken's the plug right now, bro.
Why are there places? And you seen that hen house that burned down? Like 1 million chickens died. Is a fucking fugazi going on right now?
I think it was 10,000.
I said too much.
But yeah.
10,000. When
Yeah.
you're talking about chickens, it's basically 1 million. I'm talking about eggs. The possibility of eggs.
Oh, the future projected amount of chickens.
Well, I don't talk in small numbers, baby. I'm talking. I'm talking light years. you know?
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you.
I don't know, man. That's all I got. That's what I have for today.
Chris Rock new stand up dropped. I haven't watched it yet, but apparently he talks about the Will Smith slap and all that. But what I feared would go under the radar, and it has not, is Marlon Wayne's stand up special that dropped on HBO Max.
Ooh, I gotta see that.
They said he crushed.
Yeah?
Everybody said it was funny as hell. Like, to me, it was trending more than the Chris Rock shit. From when I was on Twitter and I saw it, the Marlon Wayne shit was going off, man.
I did watch the Chris Rock special. Have
What'd you
seen
think?
it?
I didn't see it. What'd you think?
The new one. It just.
Nah, I didn't see it.
It's on Netflix. It just came
It's on
out a few
Netflix,
days
just came
ago.
out.
It was a live stream. First ever live stream on Netflix.
No way.
The first
I didn't
night
know
he
that.
streamed it live, and now you can watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
I thought it was good. I thought it was very much like classic Chris Rock. Like, very,
Was it good? It wasn't safe, right? It was good. He went in or what?
It was like. It wasn't like modern
was semi-safe?
day. It wasn't like modern day stand-up comedy. It was like an old school stand-up comedy, very like animated, but it's like his style.
Good.
But the jokes were good, and it was very Chris Rock-esque. It was like what you would have expected from him 15 years ago.
Nice. Did you laugh?
I laughed. I enjoyed it very much.
All right, good. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
I enjoyed it. He does make references but towards Will Smith. He even says his name. It's not a spoiler. It's all over the fucking internet. He talks about the incident, about him getting fucking the fire smacked out of him, and does a good job at making it into a bit.
I did see that Marlon Wayne skit though, just that section.
Yeah.
On social media.
Yeah.
I've
that
seen
was
him
funny.
doing media runs. I've seen him on the radio.
Okay.
He had just I seen him on the radio. He told a story about making jokes at a funeral or something like that. He said he was at one of his relatives' funeral, and they had buried him. Puerto Ricans, we do this shit a lot too, but they had buried one of the person in like jeans and a t-shirt, like because he was like a rider. He was like a motorcycle rider. They had buried him like in his gear and shit. And he said
Puerto Ricans do more than that.
Yeah,
They would have put him on a bike in the living room.
In the living
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He'd have been like this on the bike, like this, with an L.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Remember the kid in the Bronx?
Shade.
They had that Puerto Rican kid in the Bronx. They had him in the corner of the room.
Yeah,
with
he was
Tim's
leaning
on,
back like
a
this.
Yankee hat. He had a blunt in his ear.
Yeah. That shit
He
was
looked
wild.
like a nigga at the party,
Bro.
He looked like somebody that was attending the funeral.
Bro, he was like this. I remember he was like this. He was posed like he was.
Yeah, I would have accidentally dapped him up. Like, yo, what's
gonna
up,
say,
baby?
so
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I'd
Sorry,
be like, yo,
dude.
what's up with your man, bro?
Yo,
He didn't even give me a real
condolences.
dap. Yeah, you wouldn't have known it was his
I would've
service.
dapped him
You would have
up.
thought he was there to visit the deceased.
Yeah, yeah, I would have said, yo, my condolences, baby.
That's wild.
Yo, the Tim's is fresh, and I would have just kept it pushing.
Yeah,
Wild,
fresh
bro.
butters. Yeah, you got the
Bro,
fresh
the
butters.
butters, bro.
This your boy?
Yeah,
Why
is
you
it
don't
your
say
man?
that?
See, your man
Is he gonna like that?
What
Or what's
happened?
up?
Your man,
Is he gonna like that thing? in his
your
ear?
man don't fuck with me, deuce. let me get that.
Your boy?
Yeah, but Marlon Wayans, I seen him doing like his media run. I'm actually excited about that. I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't know he did a special.
Dude, the Wayans Brothers was my favorite show growing up. My favorite show. Period.
I never knew that there were so many of them, and that dude, they're so talented. They're like generationally talented. You want to talk about a family that's like, we don't hear a lot of shit about them like doing anything crazy. That's a tight knit family.
Yeah, they lay low, and there's a lot of siblings because it was mainly that one generation, like all the siblings.
Bro, they got multiple generations. There's like 15 of them. There's like 6 Kardashians, and and they can't do nothing without it being front page news.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And they start off with like 4 of them. There's 6 Kardashians, and they can't keep these bitches in
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
the Wayans,
the Wayans, yeah, they're all over. But they're special. I mean, ever since back in the day, Blank Man and Living Color, like, come on, Blank Man. What's happening, J5?
But
Like, come on, bro.
even the younger guys that they have, the sons and the nephews,
Yeah.
very funny, dude.
Yeah, no, Sean, you know, and even in Scary Movie and all that, you know, and
it's a
Marlon. But the Wayans brothers show to me was the best. It was the best, dude.
Yeah, it was a
It
great
was
show.
so ahead of his time, man. It was so ahead of its time, man.
Yeah.
I love that show.
Pops.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
Pops. right?
Pops, you
Pops
kidding
died?
me?
Yeah, John
Yeah,
Witherspoon
R.I.P.
passed
Pops.
away.
Yeah, John Singleton. Hey, he's definitely an OG.
Oh,
Oh,
gee, dude,
100%.
are you kidding me?
Oh shit! I was just gonna do it. I was just gonna do it.
I wish I had a belt on, right? You know, like that's my guy, man. Yeah, man. Rest in peace, man. How long? I think we're over the hour.
We're
Over an
significantly
hour.
over.
Yeah, we're over the hour, bro.
Man, we almost had 2. We had 38.
All right,
Yo,
real
did-
quick.
I'm
Did they
talking
ever vote on the Pastelillos twist?
we got a couple.
They did start voting real quick, everybody.
say
Real quick,
pastelillos.
put your votes in right now, real quick. If
We
you want to
will
add
tally
to
them
it.
up.
Yep, it's either pastelillos or it's empanadas or empanadillas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
just think
empanadillas.
for me, like an empanada, like if somebody was like, "I'm making empanadas, you want some?" I just assume that they're gonna be like Colombian empanadas.
Yeah, facts.
Nah, when you say empanada, I'm thinking somebody's auntie, and I'm thinking regular black auntie making, you know what I'm saying, trying to do their best rendition of a pastelillo. If you like, if O bought some, yeah, when we at work and stuff like that, yeah, they empanadas, but I hit O with the wink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess it just depends on like who's offering you them, right? I know that you don't got cornmeal in the house making fucking, you know, with potatoes and shit in them. I know you're not doing that. You put raisins in
No.
your okay.
Raisins.
I'm just
That's
asking.
that's
Nah,
blasphemy.
Raisins?
There's a lot of traditional.
A lot of
That-
Puerto Ricans put raisins in their shit.
pasteles.
I don't do that shit. My mom would never put no raisins in.
You
that
ain't
shit.
never had one that shit
No.
was sweet. You
Nope.
didn't even get a raisin. You could just take.
Nope.
It makes it very sweet.
It's not an empanadilla to me unless that shit got fork marks and blisters on it.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Hold
saying?
on, look,
blisters,
look.
the blisters.
Yeah,
we
I
got four. We got 4 pastelillo. Romero, Jose,
Yeah.
Teresita, and Mama Brooks.
Yeah, pastelillos.
Shout out Teresita, no raisins.
No,
Yeah, no
raisins.
raisins.
Yo, people do.
Que se
that
van
shit.
pa' allá con los raisins.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. When I was a kid, I hated it, but now I'm not mad if I catch one.
But it's like a good pastelón, the old school pastelón. They throw green beans in it.
Yeah.
And people today, like, they see green beans and turned off on it. But the traditional recipe is going to call for green beans.
I never had green beans in it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, me neither.
The empanadilla, my mom puts like hard-boiled eggs. She puts olives. You know, you catch a little olive every now and then. You catch little pieces of hard-boiled egg in there.
Hate olives.
You know,
He said, I hate
bomb.
olives.
Fucking hate olives.
there's very few things that Roberto likes anyway. So if he hates it, it's probably good.
I don't like black olives.
Yo, why the whole set?
What's wrong with the black ones?
Somebody switched.
Those are the purple ones?
Somebody swithed the camera.
Oh no, the
twist.
black ones are the small ones. The ones they put
The
on
little
pizza.
joints, yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it.
The
a
ones they
stack.
put on pizza,
They're all
exactly.
fucking gross.
Nah,
are they
bro,
like
Olives are delicious.
They're
dude.
like sour. Are their shits
They're
pickled?
like
something?
salty. They're
Where
like
do
salty.
they even come from? And why are they in this mysterious liquid? Are they pickled? What's up with them?
Yo, bro, that's how we know. That's how we
mad
know.
questions.
What is that?
Roberto's
Is that a
never had a
pickled grape?
martini. My man's never had a martini.
He's
ever.
never
I
had a
put
dirty
vermouth-
martini
I
with
use-
some olive juice poured in there out the jar.
I like vermouth in my martini.
Vermouth. You ever had a
I'm kidding.
Bloody
I
Mary?
don't drink alcohol.
You ever had a Bloody Mary?
Nah, that's just probably fucking gross. I don't like tomato juice.
That shit's delicious.
That
You
shit's
see
probably
what I'm
nasty
saying?
as
It's not like
fuck.
anything. this
Tomato
guy.
juice
It's not like
and
anything.
liquor
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I
and
was hyped.
celery. That's spicy shit.
Yo, he gets hostile when he
Yo, I tell you right now, there's a lot of things. There's not a lot of things I don't like. First of all, I'm gonna explain something to you.
Se está poniendo bravo.
Yeah, I was
No, no,
just
no, 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 let me
I
explain
find it interesting.
I find this interesting.
Did you see our merch out?
Yeah. I find this interesting. Let me tell you guys something. If I go to your house and your mother serves me a plate and there's olives and celery in it, nobody will ever know I don't like it. I'll eat all that shit because I'm not a disrespectful fuck. But I just don't prefer those. I don't prefer those things. If I go to your house, I'm gonna eat everything you put on that plate. I don't like mondongo either. I don't think that we need to eat that shit no more. They were making that shit back when we had to eat the whole cow and we were poor. We don't gotta eat the stomach no more. You don't gotta eat bacalao no more. That shit's not good, bro. Nobody likes that shit.
Yo.
They just eat it because they're used to it.
I'm just
Nobody
used to
likes-
bacalao. Bacalao is
Nobody
good, bro.
likes mondongo. That shit is gross.
I feel like they're texting me and saying, "What's wrong with your mints?"
Mondongo, for the people who don't know, is tripe. It's the inner lining of the cow's stomach.
The best I had though, shouts to Romero and his fam in Texas. That I think they call it menudo. Is what yo.
But they
off
chop
the
it up
hook.
fine, right? So that way you don't get that grip that shit gives
I
you.
don't know what they did, but it was.
It was good.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not a fan either. I grew up mom making it. Nope, just give me the caldo and the white rice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
caldo and the white rice.
That's
I throw
exactly
a little,
how I did
you know,
it.
huevo frito on there.
Yeah.
Straight.
That's it. We're good.
You know what I mean?
I don't-
Yeah.
I don't need it.
You like bacalao?
Bacalao, yeah.
Nah,
I know you like that salty
bacalao.
shit.
Shit's
I know you
delicious.
love that salty
It's
shit with
delicious,
the
bro.
eggs and
Can't you
shit.
see my veins bulging?
Yeah.
I want my salt intake.
Extra onions.
So
Nah, I don't fuck with bacalao. I
You
fuck with
like bacalao?
longaniza though.
Oh, longaniza? Yeah.
Longaniza.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
I like all, like,
Yo, remember when you bought me the fucking morcilla?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby.
don't be telling people about your guys' activities. So he's bringing this nigga
Pause.
over you,
Say your
Marcia.
activity.
Pause.
I find it interesting.
Yeah. Hey, what's interesting is I find that your two favorite foods are shaped like
Yeah, watch your mouth.
morcilla. He said, I like longaniza. I said, okay, that's one. Okay, I don't know if I'd say that out loud because I'm setting myself up for a joke. And he says, you know what I like even more? Morcilla. I'm like, all right, you're asking for it at this point. You're asking for it.
He set it up.
Yeah. So I love a good blood sausage. It's like, oh yeah, you do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
Yo, that's
do?
so fucking sick.
We're about to cut the line.
Yeah.
You guys can catch
Lights
us over on
out.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Yo, pause, man.
No. I do have this this feeling that like this like, you know, those areas of the animal that like are not desirable. Like I tell my mom all the time, I'm like, you know, we don't have to do this to ourselves.
We don't have to.
Yeah.
So we got money now, ma.
Chicken's not just for royalty anymore.
Yeah.
You know, you could just like grab yourself a nice little, you know.
Can't trade the goat in.
I eat chivo.
Yeah, I'll eat chivo too.
Yeah. That's just bony as fuck, but I eat it.
Yeah.
I'm not into like I can't make this about all the shit I don't like because everybody's gonna judge me. You know what I'm saying? But
You look
You
like,
like what you
LL.
like.
Nobody's gonna judge you.
You
I don't
what
like
you
that chicken
bro.
gizzard. I know you like that shit.
Well, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You like that?
Depends how it's made. You know what I mean? If it's made good, bro, there's a lot of things, bro. If you make that shit right, shit is good, man.
That shit is
No.
chewy. It's
Yo,
like
every time I keep looking at you, I'm just like this.
How is it? It's chewy.
Mollejas?
Chewy,
Yeah, las mollejas están chewy también.
Yeah, y'all fucking stupid.
Yo, that's it, Justin. You got anything else? Oh,
Nah.
well,
Go ahead.
no. Go ahead.
I got none. I was just gonna shout out and let
That's
him know
exactly what I wanted to do.
So go for it.
Don't do this to me, Justin.
You said that's what you want.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I don't like being put
He's gonna
on.
work this out. He's gonna work this out. Don't
Yeah, I'm
worry.
gonna work this out.
I got you right here. We'll walk
All
you
right,
through it.
Masters of None. It's episode 144.
Yep.
Doing so well.
We had the very special guest, Oscar, in from Little Coconut LLC. Twiz, bring it up. This is the @ right here.
That's a fact.
Bong. And it's
bring
going to
it
be
up.
in the description below. We'll put a clickable link. So if you want to find where you can order food, where you can order empanadas, where you can order
Chicharrón de pollo.
chicharrón de pollo,
Yuca
you know,
frita.
yuca frita, you see?
Come on, man. I know the menu, baby.
All
Don't
that
play
stuff.
with
That's
me.
what I'm talking about. So we'll have a link down in the description so you guys can click that and you guys can order up. You can follow him on social media and you guys know what he's got going on in the kitchen.
Exactly. If you guys hit him up and you found him from here, tell him that we sent you. I promise you we don't get a kickback. I just
Just use our code. Use our code Masters of None. You get.
yeah, we just
Everybody's going to be in our
should.
DM like that shit ain't working.
I should create something like that, though. Definitely.
Yeah, use the code Masters of None at checkout online.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get a free tip.
Yeah, definitely mention Masters of None because these guys are off the hook. I mean, they look out a lot. So if I could throw something in, definitely would. Because Justin, Berto, Twiz, they've been showing love since day one. And Berto, his family. I mean, I still, the whole time while we're here, I was thinking of the day that you said your family made sancocho. And just for me, you brought in a big bowl of sancocho. I want more. So that's what I'm getting.
Yo, my grandmother's sancocho
Now
is
Sancocho be
something.
hitting.
Off the hook. And he said it.
Yeah, I've had it.
And what I find,
I had it at your house recently.
what
Yeah,
I
my grand-
find interesting
Yeah. Let's hear it. What's interesting?
is the sancocho was off the hook and he ain't brought none back.
Yeah, my
Bro, I took the scraps.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
I was like, let me get that, bro.
my family. I'm half Dominican, half Puerto Rican. But my grandmother, when my mother was younger, moved to Puerto Rico. So there's a lot of like Puerto Rican influence, even though the countries cook fairly similar,
yeah.
fairly similar. But there's
There's distinct differences.
There's distinct differences. There's like a couple things that like well, we made this. It's like, no, we made this. It's like, all right, we'll give the Dominicans mango, we'll give the Puerto Ricans mofongo. I think we could all agree on
I
that.
think we could all just.
I think we could all agree.
We're both fucking up.
Yeah, we're all fucking up the plátano and the totones. We thought of it at the same time.
Yeah. And everybody's sweating. Everybody's sweating when they're done making it.
Yeah.
My mom's like, I'm not making that shit. It's too much work.
But one of the things, but one of the things I was going to say that's so interesting is that my grandmother's a vegetarian. She never ate meat her whole life.
Wow.
But she grew up, cooking for her brothers, then cooking for me as a child, my family, everybody. And she just, I don't know how she does it, but she be whipping up all this stuff, bro. She don't eat it.
Oh.
She just, it's so interesting to me.
She's Beethoven, but in the kitchen.
Yeah.
He made incredible music, but was deaf.
Yeah, I be telling my girl.
And nobody could figure it. He was deaf,
I
right?
didn't know that.
Yeah, he was deaf.
I be telling my girl, you got to go
Wow.
over there and learn from my grandmother. So, you got to fucking learn, And my girl be like, yo, I just get over there. And even your grandma don't really know. She just be doing it. She's like, I don't know. I just see un chindeto. And then she be like, well, what about this? Yeah, if you want to. And shit.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I need to know.
Yo, that's funny.
But it's
My
the
mom
truth.
was the same way. I had my girl go and try to learn how to make the rice from my mom. And with the olla and shit, that we had the same one for like, as far as I can remember. My mom says, pon un poquito de aceite como el tamaño de un pancake. And she tells her, my mom says, tell her put the oil in the pot the size of a pancake. So I'm like, what form of measurement is that? What kind of pancake? We talking silver dollars? We talking big old flapjacks?
IHOP
What are we talking
diner?
about?
Elaborate.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Short stack? Like, where, it was so funny because it's like it's all eyed out.
Yeah, and there's nicknames. Ponle medio cubito de pollo.
Yeah.
I'm like, the chicken cube? What the fuck is that? Where is that? It's like, no, that's the fucking.
Yeah,
that's
it's probably the bouillon cube,
Yeah,
though.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
exactly.
talking
But there's a chicken on the fucking
about. Yeah,
on
yeah.
the box.
Oh, yeah.
This is my last fun fact of the night. You know that? How do you say jeans in Spanish?
I think we just say,
many Puerto
pon tu
Ricans-
par de jean.
Many Puerto Ricans say maones.
Maones, yeah.
Maones, no.
Maones.
I never
I
heard
grew
that.
up-
My mom might say that, but never to me.
I grew up jeans, que son maones. I went to, I was in college and had to take a language. Of course, I took Spanish. I went in there and I
Arguing
said,
with your Spanish professor, talking about feta.
no, but no. She's so, I don't use vosotros, cabrón. What do you want me to tell you? So no, he was like, oh, we're talking about about pants and shit like that. And I was like, oh, maones. And he goes, huh. And he was a Cuban guy. This guy's full of shit. Not all Cuban guys are, but this guy was. This guy was. I was like, they shouldn't have ever let you land here because when you just got here, you thought you. But anyways, this Cuban guy, he's full of shit. He goes, your family must be Puerto Rican, huh? And I was like, yeah. He goes, yeah. Puerto Ricans think they're all called maones. He goes, because it was a brand of jeans in Puerto Rico that were called maones.
I never knew.
For the same reason why we all call bleach cloro.
Yeah,
but
cloro.
cloro is a name brand.
Yeah.
It's not bleach. Bleach is the product.
Same reason you call a gun a revolver.
Yeah.
Shit ain't real.
Yeah, they're not all revolvers.
Hey, yeah. Sorry.
So fun
Sorry.
fact, back in the day, there was a factory that used to make jeans in Puerto Rico, and they were called maones, and that's why everybody calls blue jeans maones. That all could be false, too, because I learned that from somebody who's full of shit, and I'm full of shit, so you guys don't know what the fuck's going on.
Now we gotta go home and really do our homework.
Yeah, you got to go
Thanks,
look it
brother.
up. Tell me
Gotta
if
go.
I'm right.
And come in next week, jump in the chat and let us know how wrong we
Yeah.
were.
Please, guys, if you're fans of us, check out Oscar. Check out Lil Coconut LLC. Check out his merch. This guy's got quality material. I promise you, me and Justin have done our research on getting our own merch together. And when I pick this stuff up, I could tell, I'm like, oh, this is expensive. This is nice. Quality stuff. Even better food. Home style. This is not like, this doesn't taste like somebody made 50 gallons of it and then bottled. This is like,
Yeah. And it sat in a steam table for 12 hours.
no.
That's a fact.
This tastes like your childhood.
Yeah.
This
facts.
tastes like,
Or what your childhood should have tasted like.
Yeah.
If it didn't.
yeah.
Small batch craft stuff,
That's it. So shout out to Oscar, man. And like we said, we'll have everything in the description so you guys can click it and you guys can have easy access to all the products. Anything you want to, any final words, Oscar?
No, thank you to everybody who followed. Thank you guys for having me on. It's always a pleasure to catch up with you guys. I know we keep saying this, but we really do have to link up at least for a dinner or something to drink.
Yeah,
it's
man.
been a long time, so
Yes.
thank you guys.
Let's
Thank
do
you.
it.
You can do it at my crib.
Yeah, facts.
You
know?
I'll supply the morcilla.
Oh,
So it's his favorite.
That's where we going.
That's it.
That's where we going.
Close us out, twins.
Yo, man,
That's
listen.
episode 144.
Yo, listen, man. Masters of None. Thank you for watching Masters of None episode 144 with our special guest little_coconut_ LLC on Instagram. Follow us, Masters of None podcast. Please thumbs up if you haven't thumbs up. Please like and subscribe. For everybody, have a good night. Tip your waitresses, and remember, it's Little Coconut, best coquito on the island, because I said so and I got money on it. Peace.
Bang.
yo, that's funny.
Hit him with the music, twins.
Oye!